Right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge. On this morning, you should be in my courtroom if you are a part of our specialty court. If you are not being processed for specialty court, or if you are not currently in specialty court, I do need you to hang up and call the office where you can speak with my clerk so that you can find out where you're supposed to be. The office number is 313-965-2280, and that will appear in the chat. There it is. So please make sure that you call and find out where you should be, because we don't do shout outs in this courtroom. So make sure you call the clerk and ask her where you are supposed to be. On this morning, I first want to say good morning to the staff in the courtroom. Good morning to you, Ms. Mack and Officer Lott. Thank you for serving on today. And good morning, Judge. Good morning. And then I am going to, good morning, Ms. Wilson.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
All right, and then I'm going to start by having the attorneys please place your appearance on the record.
Yes, good morning, Judge. Thank you. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court and Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I am going to have the case managers place their appearance on the record at this time. Mr. Yancey, you are up first.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. And then Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, can you hear me okay?
I can.
All right, thank you. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Sobriety Court.
All right, wonderful. And then I see you, Ms. Robs. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robs, Drug Treatment Court case manager.
Thank you, and good morning to you. Are there any preliminary, I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Are there any preliminary matters for the court's consideration before I start calling the docket?
Yes, Judge. I believe we have a new intake. I believe that person is represented by a retained attorney. I believe also that Mr. Rob will be presenting the intake because I think it's a very important intake.
Okay, all right, wonderful. And so is the defendant and the attorney here, Ms. Robs?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so I don't know if they need to go in a breakout room with you, Ms. Robs, for questions or what have you, but with the attorney, who is the attorney?
I think that's me, Your Honor. I'm Ezra Goldman, and I appear on behalf of Mr. Aubrey.
All right, good morning to you. Thank you so much. And so Counsel Goldman, you are going to receive an invitation to go into a breakout room with Ms. Robs as well as with your client. I don't see your client. I have so many people on the screen this morning. I can't see everybody.
He's wearing red, Your Honor. He's easy to find.
He's in, I still don't see him. He may be on the second page. All right, that's okay. He's here. And so is Mr. There he is, Marcus O'Bray. All right, good morning to you, sir. You're going to receive an invitation. Please accept that invitation along with Ms. Robs. Give me 1 second, please. All right, thank you for your patience. Are there any other preliminary matters that I need to address at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department. I do have Mr. Victor Grunbaum and a couple of Mr. Kuliak and Mr. Moscow. I need to go in a breakout room. So if I can be placed in a breakout room with Mr. Kuliak and Mr. Grunbaum to start, Your Honor, that would be great.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffin, and good morning to you. And Ms. Wilson, if you could facilitate that, that would be great. And good morning, Mr. Grunbaum.
Good morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. All right. I do need to start off with the jail. Thank you, Ms. Mack. I'm not certain who's at the jail. Oh, the case from yesterday. So that will be there. Thank you so much. I do need a case. I'll have to have you read the case number because that came to me after hours yesterday. And thank you for taking care of that. Chief Magistrate Kapleric let me know that you were very helpful to him.
No problem, Judge. Let me know, are you ready?
As soon as Ms. Wilson gives me the go ahead.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Ready, Jay.
Okay, wonderful. Are there any other preliminary matters? All right. If there are no, I'm sorry, did someone say something?
I said no, Judge, no other
Okay.
preliminary matters.
All right, wonderful, thank you. I'm looking for the Wayne County Jail. I don't see them. Let me go to page 2. The jail's still on? For the jail? All right, they may not be ready right now. All right, with that, I am going to start off on this morning with graduations or with promotions. Promotions, we have a few people that are going to be promoted. And so that's where I'm choosing to start on today, on this Monday morning. And so, Mr. Yancey, you reached out to me. You had 2 people that you're recommending for promotion.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Who do we have first?
First, Your Honor, we have Jacob Parmenter.
All right, Mr. Parmenter, unmute for me, please. Good morning to you, sir.
And good morning to you, Your Honor.
All right, I have your case number 200-454-6501. Mr. Parmenter, state your full name for the record, please.
Jacob Douglas Parmenter.
All right, today is your day. Did you hear that? You have been recommended early this morning, early this morning. You were recommended for promotion. And so, Mr. Parmenter, we have the courtroom full this morning. Tell me what you've learned so far.
So far, I have learned that specifically, I think after a large period of turmoil, your mind kind of wants to reach a state of equilibrium and just be okay, right? I've learned that it doesn't always work that way, right? Challenges will arise periodically, and it is a guarantee. Proactivity is the alleviation of anxiety. It is the way to go. Remaining stagnant will just compound anxiety, which will compound further issues, and those issues, if left unresolved, will only continue to grow. And so remaining in a proactive state and utilizing tools, learn knowledge and support systems are the way to go. They're the way to go. That's the biggest takeaway so far.
All right, very good. I hope the courtroom is listening. I might quiz you all on what someone said today. And if you're not listening, then I'm gonna put you at the end of the docket today. So you better be listening. I see folks like, wait a minute, let me turn off my music. Let me turn off my Netflix. You better be listening. All right, Mr. Parmenter, thank you for that information. Very helpful. All right, Mr. Yancey, tell me why you have recommended or why you are recommending Mr. Parmenter for promotion today.
Yeah, and he's Mr. Parmenter. He's been with us since August 4th of 21. Everything that we've asked him to do regarding outpatient treatment, regarding screening, regarding a potential restricted license, everything we asked him to do regarding meetings, regarding extra appointments, he just complies, and he complies with the good spirit. He's doing the best he can. He's obviously learning some things. He was really able to articulate proactivity this morning, which he did in an excellent way. And he's taking this program seriously, not only for us and for our sobriety court, but mainly for himself. He's really trying to reach some goals and better himself. And I really believe that he's ready for phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, very good. If no objection from the team, then I am going to, no objection, Mr. Reed?
No objections, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Fikens?
No objection, Your Honor.
Very good. Then I am going to ask everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Parmenter on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Parmenter. Congratulations. All right. You still have to work hard, continue to do the things that you're doing. There are some different things you'll have to do in phase 2, but I know that you can because you've shown us that you're willing to work hard and get it done. And so congratulations to you. It's been a pleasure working with you so far, and I'm looking forward to some great things. All right.
And a pleasure with you as well.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Parmenter?
Your Honor, what's next is a February 10th, 2022, 10:30 face-to-face, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Parmenter?
Yes, February 10th, 8:30.
Yes, sir. All right. Good care of yourself.
I will, and thank you again.
You're very welcome.
All right.
All
bye-bye.
right. Mr. Yancey, who do you have up next?
Your Honor, who I have up next is Garrett Wartell, Your Honor.
Mr. Wartell, unmute for me, please.
Hi, Judge. How are you doing this morning?
I am well. How are you this morning, Mr. Wartell?
I'm doing very well.
Very good. You are being recommended for promotion today. Isn't that wonderful?
That is great.
You are doing a wonderful job, and Mr. Yancey made that recommendation. Let me place your case number on the record very quickly. I have case number 200-589-1801. State your full name for me, Mr. Wartell.
Garrett Rudolph Wartell.
All right, very good. Is your attorney with us, Ms. Chupak, this morning?
Miss Chupak is not going to be here this morning. She is out of town on vacation. I had her coworker may have showed up, but I don't think he's here today.
I am Jordan Zupke for Mr. Wartell. Hello.
Let's see him.
Uh-oh, where are you?
Hello, Mr. Wartell. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. Make sure you tell Ms. Chupak I asked about her today.
Going to. She loves your program. She's told me.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Wartell, you heard the recommendation. Are you ready to go to phase 2?
I am ready to go to phase 2.
All right. Share with somebody in the courtroom. What have you learned so far in this program?
Well, I've really learned to, count on the support network that this court system or kind of that you've presented to us, and, to be able to say you can go back to the things that you've learned, like not just being positive, but being actually kind of like what Mr. Jacob was saying, is just like being productive in your day-to-day activity and finding reasons to stay clean and to stay proactive in your day, because those are the things that are really going to be making you focus on staying clean and staying in the right mindset when those times arise where things that happen in your life start to trigger you. And so if you're able to, first of all, figure out what triggers you, and then say, okay, assess them properly, and then go past that, but still acknowledge it, but still be able to go past that and say, okay, that's what I need to not do, and things like that. So it's been a huge step for me to be able to say, okay, acknowledge those items and then stay away from them, but also at the same time, those are kind of what makes you, but you gotta, put it to the side by now. And then also just being by yourself is not the worst thing in the world. I had a huge thing where I was like, oh, I don't want to be around people, or I want to be around my friends, or I want to be able to do this and that. And it's like, no, you have to be by yourself and you have to figure this out alone. But not necessarily alone, just not with who you're normally used to seeing or being around. So.
Very good. Some great insight. Great insight. Mr. Wartell, you came into this program and you said that you were going to work it, and you committed to working it, and you have really done that. I want to say to the whole courtroom that I'm so glad that everybody has so far survived the holidays. The holidays can be really, really tough for a number of reasons, whether you celebrate them or not. They can just be tough because people all around you are celebrating. I don't know how much they celebrated in the pandemic, but there were people still celebrating. And so I did not receive the text and the emails and the phone calls that I usually receive during this holiday season, which is usually November to January. And so I want to let the entire courtroom know that I am extremely proud of you all for working hard and for just, realizing that sobriety is not just something you pick up and you put down. It is a lifetime commitment, whether it's good days, bad days, celebratory times, it doesn't matter. You still have to maintain your sobriety. So I'm very, very proud of each of you. And so, Mr. Wartell, you are going to phase 2 on today. Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wartell, he's really taking this seriously. I probably talked to him on the phone a little bit more than most, and he has just it's funny, he articulated to me that it's a fine line between slipping into what he refers to as, you can easily slip into a serious substance abuse or drug problem just by not addressing some of the little things that you might have been doing prior to. So he had to step back, reevaluate some of his friends or acquaintances, put some boundaries up, and he had to take 3 steps back so he could really at some point take 10 steps forward. And I think that's what he's in the process of doing. So besides being in compliance with screening and outpatient treatment, the way he's processing our program and understanding that this is a support group. And you did touch on, Your Honor, that this is one of our better holiday seasons. We usually have a high multitude of violators between Thanksgiving and New Year's. And I think, that's just a testament to the people on Zoom today reaching out and using us as a support system, that, everybody has been doing pretty well on here. Not perfect, but still pretty well. And Mr. Wartell, he exemplifies that this morning. So that's why I recommended his phase advancement, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Any objections from any of the team members?
No objection, but thank you.
All right, if no objections, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Wartell on his promotion. Congratulations, Mr. Wartell. Congratulations. Very good. What's next for Mr. Wartell, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, what's next is Mr. Wartell, February 10th of this year at 10:30 for a face-to-face.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Wartell?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. Good to see you. Attorney Zupke, was there anything you wanted to add?
No, honestly, I think it was all put out on the record. I have to add. Could you just actually say that date one more time so I make sure my colleague is there?
February 10th of this year.
And was that was in person?
That's going to be, we're going to have a phone conference on that date with me and Mr. Wartell. And
Okay.
then we'll get the new Zoom date to him and he can give it to his attorney.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wartell. Congratulations to you. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Yancey, anyone else?
Not this morning, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, I believe you had some promotions. There you are.
Morning, Your Honor. Yes,
Jumping
ma'am.
all over the place. Go ahead.
Mr. Daniel Shaw is on the screen.
All right, Mr. Shaw, if you could unmute for me. And I need to find you as well, Mr. Shaw.
Yes, ma'am. Good
There
morning.
you are. Good morning. Let me place your case number on the record. SP 111-501-51. State your name for me, Mr. Shaw.
Daniel Shaw.
All right, Mr. Shaw, how did you do during the holidays?
I did pretty good. I had a break off of work and I relaxed and took care of some things that I could take care of and just stayed in my sobriety, continued with my meetings. That's about it.
Very good, very good. And how's the new job going?
It's really good.
It's going really good. I like that. And I know you do as well.
Yes.
All right. Anything you've been struggling with?
No, not really. Just, trials and error of life, I have to keep a positive attitude at work and, just stay, stay positive. That's about the only thing that was going on at work. We had a one bad apple ruined the batch. Well, there's a guy at work. He got fired, but he had everybody all steered up, and he was kind of getting in my head. So I had a rough week mentally in my head last week, but I made it through it.
Okay.
And everything's really good. I just need to worry about myself.
There you go. Worry about yourself. Take good care of yourself, right?
Yes.
Just because something applies to one person does not mean it applies to you.
Yes.
There you go. All right. Ms. Cleveland has recommended you for phase 2. Are you ready to go to phase 2?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm ready.
I think you're ready too. All right. Let me hear from Ms. Cleveland why you're recommending Mr. Shaw for phase 2.
Your Honor, it's very commendable to hear him say that he was able to get through that struggle or that challenge last week. And a lot of times when I talk to Mr. Shaw, he contributes a lot of good things happening to him, to his sobriety. He's been in the program since August 27th, 2021. He did have an adjustment period to the program, but he was successfully able to maneuver through that. And he's compliant with all your court's conditions. I want to commend him as well for being 90 plus days sober and clean.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mr. Shaw.
Yes. Your Honor, he also loves his job, which he stated earlier, and he contributes. It's a new job for him, a very valuable job. They talk about it on the news all the time, the things that are happening with that job. And he contributes his sobriety to being able to do that job very well as also. I'd like to recommend him for phase 3, excuse me, Your Honor, phase 2, Your Honor. And I also want to ask and make a recommendation for reduced testing. He has been compliant with his testing. He does test 3 times a week now, and he has been testing 3 times a week throughout the program, Your Honor. But as an additional incentive for him, I would also recommend that possibly he can receive that incentive as well.
All right. Any objection from any of the team members?
No objections, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to grant your request. I'm going to reduce the testing to 2 times random per week, but this is for everybody. You still need to call every day because I still may throw in an extra test. And so don't try to count tests. Call every single day. Call every single day. All right. And with that, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Shaw on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Shaw. Congratulations. All right. Very good. If nothing else, Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Shaw?
Your Honor, he would have a face-to-face on February 10th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. And Your Honor, he did make a payment. I meant to mention that as well.
All right, Mr. Shaw, we like when people make payments too. Yes, we do. All right, very good. And so did you get your date to meet with Ms. Cleveland?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Good to see you. Congratulations to you, Mr. Shaw.
Thank you. I just want to add one thing because you didn't ask me what I've been learning.
I didn't ask you what you learned. Get me together, Mr. Shaw. What did you learn?
Big thing, a big thing is self-love.
Self-love. Oh my goodness.
So,
yes. When you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. That's a wonderful thing. And when you love yourself, you treat yourself like you love yourself. Don't get me started because I love me some me, Mr. Shaw. Yes, I do. All right. Thank you for sharing that with the courtroom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right, Ms. Cleveland, did you have anyone else?
Got one.
No, not this morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Griffin said, let me get in here. Come on, Mr. Griffin.
Your Honor, I have like to make a recommendation to promote Levon Wilson to phase 2.
Where's Mr. Wilson? Come on, Mr. Wilson, unmute Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, you want to promote Mr. Wilson, who told us he just wanted to go to jail, remember?
Yeah, I
That's when he
remember.
first met us. He just said, I just want to go to jail. I don't feel like dealing with you lady every week. What? And now we're going to promote Mr. Wilson. He's hung in there. Let's do it. Let me put his case number on the record. I have the following for Levon Wilson, Z807-0501. Mr. Wilson, state your full name for me, please.
Levon Wilson.
All right, Mr. Wilson, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Look, Mr. Griffin is recommending you for promotion. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I
feel
definitely
good.
feel good about it.
All right, things are going well for you where you are?
Yes, everything's working.
All right, you're still working?
Yeah.
Still getting your test in?
Working, testing, everything. And you know, the resources allow me to, like look for good out of the situations and stuff. Because like you said, I remember I was going to do the jail time or whatever. And then I gave it a try. And now look at me. I'm up for a promotion.
Look at you.
I ain't working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What have you learned through this experience so far?
I just like I said, to look for good out of situations. You never know what can come from stuff like that. Like look at me when I worked the program, I ended up getting a job. I'm in the process of getting my license back. I've been paying my tickets and learning money management. Because you're being sober, you ain't got nothing to waste your money on. But so you learn how to manage it and do better things with it and stuff. So.
And you can pay your fines and costs at 36th District Court too, right?
Yeah, you got to pay them. They don't go nowhere.
I got to throw that in, Mr. Wilson. That was a free commercial right there.
Yeah, that's a part of money management, taking care of your business.
Taking care of business. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Mr. Wilson, I'm so glad you decided to stay. You have been a pleasure to work with. I'm going to hear from Mr. Griffin as to why he's recommending you for promotion on this morning. Mr. Griffin?
Hey, Your Honor, like you said, we came a long way from Mr. Wilson when he walked in the courtroom back in May of 2021, where he just, he walked in on his own and just said he wanted to do the 93 days in jail. So we had some conversation with him and kind of, let's give this a chance. So he has given it a chance and he's been working very hard. I'm just proud of him. He's completed outpatient treatment. He's testing. He got a job working every day, supporting his family, opportunity to be with his family. So he's really taking advantage of the situation. So I just look forward to working with him on the things in phase 2 to keep him positive, keep him moving forward. And like I told him, a year go past so fast. I mean, 90 days in jail, who want to sit in jail for 90 days and you can be doing something productive? So I thought, me and him had that conversation that when he said that he was being selfish, taking himself away from his family and stuff for 93 days and able, instead of just working. So he sees the benefit of working because he ahead of the game now. He's working and doing the things that he's supposed to do. So just keep up the good work. And like I said, I look forward to working with you in phase 2.
I look forward to working with you too.
All right, very good. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Wilson on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. Wilson. All right, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
What's next, Mr. Griffin, for Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, and he'll be coming back for a face-to-face on February the 10th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Wilson?
That's at 10:30?
Yep, I'll give you a call. We'll be talking. It'll be a phone call.
Okay, okay. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for everything.
All right, very good. Take care, sir.
You do the same. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Jordan Curtis, I did see you on. I don't see the jail they were on, but I was calling for the jail, but I didn't see anyone in their spot. So.
Yeah, sure. And I can call Wayne County Jail to see if they're ready for her again.
Okay, let me know because I want to get her situated. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, did you have any other recommendations this morning? No other recommendations? Then I am ready to call the docket, and I am going to start with James Young, and then Mr. Grunbaum, I will go to you and the individuals who require an interpreter, okay? All right, very good. Mr. Young, if you can unmute for me, please. Uh-oh.
There we go.
There you go. All right, I have case number 200-449-3901. Mr. Young, state your name for me.
James Young.
All right, Mr. Young, and you all know on this morning for everyone, I want to know what you've learned since the last time I've seen you, whether it's about life, whether it's about you, whether it's about what you're doing in the program, how you're interacting in society. I want to know, because every day we should be learning something. I believe that the day you stop learning things is the day you really stop existing. I wake up every morning looking for something that I'm going to learn. And sometimes it's stuff I wish I didn't learn, but I do learn it. And so everybody should be telling me today, whether I ask you or not, what you've learned. All right, Mr. Young, how have things been going? Have I seen you since the holidays?
I think, did you see me before the holiday? I remember you was under the weather.
I was.
I see you that day. I remember that.
Yeah.
You sound a lot better.
I look a lot better. I feel a lot better. I am on my way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yes,
yeah, I like the last guy said. I learned that too. Money. Learn how to manage my money better and make and pay my bills and get on top of them. And by me not drinking, I noticed I've been having a clear head, making some good decisions. You know, not only at the job, but you like you said, their life decisions, making good life decisions. So keeping a clear head it's it's been a good thing.
All right, very good. Your family still supportive of you?
Oh yeah, yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. Have you had any difficulties that we can help you with?
Oh no.
No. All right. And you've been in contact with your case manager?
Yes. Yep. I talk to Mr. Griffin all the time.
All right. Mr. Griffin, tell us how Mr. Young is doing.
Mr. Young is doing good, Your Honor. Testing, no problem with testing. He had to switch treatment due to his insurance. So I did request a progress report and clinical assessment. So I'm waiting on that, and I'll update you with that. Talking to him about making payments and just staying on course. So he's been working very hard. He's back working. He did get his driver's license back. So he had some positive things that happened at the beginning of the program. So he's fortunate. And, like I said, like he said, me and him talk once or twice a week. He'll text me or, if he have uncertainty about anything. So, but other than that, he's been in the program since 11/23/2021. So he's been here a little over 50 days. So, but so far he's off to a good start. We haven't had any major problems or issues or anything.
All right. Very good. Very good. Any questions for the team, Mr. Young?
Not at the moment, but if I have any, I will make sure I ask.
Please do that. Anything from any of the team members as to Mr. Young?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. What's next, Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, he will be coming back for a court Zoom hearing with you on February the 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Young?
He said February 3rd at 8:30?
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait, what did you say? Yeah, February 3rd. Got it.
Okay.
Person.
Okay.
All right, very good. Take care of yourself, Mr. Young.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. I need to just have 1 second. You all can use this time. It's 10:30. Okay, yes, for the Wayne County Jail, 10:30 is fine. All right, thank you so much. Give me just 1 second. Thank you. All right, Mr. Grunbaum, I'm going to have you raise your right hand, please. There you are. Thank you. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties on today, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Please state your name as well as your qualifications.
Mr. Grunbaum, I am a registered interpreter from Russian, Ukrainian, and Hungarian for the state of Michigan.
And you are interpreting today from English to?
Ukrainian and Russian.
All right, thank you. Mr. Griffin, who do we have up first for the interpreter?
Mr. Kuliak, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kutliak, if you could unmute for me, you may interpret. Mr. Grunbaum, please tell Mr. Kuliak what I said.
Скажите, пожалуйста, свое имя.
Мое имя Павел Кудляк.
Okay, I'm confused. All right, I'm going to place the case number on the record. I have case number 2000211 FD. Mr. Kuliak, please state your full name. You may interpret what I've said.
Мистер Кудляк, ваше дело номер 220771. И прошу, пожалуйста, еще раз сказать свое имя суду.
Павло Кудляк.
All right, good morning, Mr. Kuliak.
Доброе утро.
Ой, sorry.
Good morning, Mr. Kudляк.
Доброе утро, Ваша честь.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Mr. Kuliak, how are you doing with work in the program?
Мистер Кудляк, как у вас дела с программой?
С программой пока что идет все хорошо. 2 раза в неделю я сдаю тест. Назначил, я и мой менеджер с работы, он мне назначили appointment на следующей неделе на вторник.
Everything is going good. I'm testing twice a week. The program is terrific. My manager helped me at work to set up the appointment next Tuesday.
Для доктора с русским переводом, чтобы уже начинать как бы терапию.
He's ready to start his therapy next Tuesday with the Russian-speaking social worker, so he can start this therapy as soon as possible, which is, I guess, Tuesday.
10:30 утра 25 числа.
On 25th of January.
Very good, Mr. Kuliak. How are you feeling about the progress that you're making so far?
Как вы чувствуете себя в связи с прогрессом, который у вас происходит?
Очень хорошо, позитивно.
I feel very good, very positive.
Очень много сейчас позитивных мыслей, но поскольку сейчас идет вот эта волна болезней, немножко как бы люди пугаются, думаю, что все будет хорошо, надо жить позитивно.
A lot of positive thoughts. It's a little bit difficult with all the sickness that's going on around, but I'm sure that everything's going to turn out okay, and you have to think positive.
All right, very good, very good. Is there anything that you need the court to help you with on today, Mr. Kuliak?
Очень хорошо, мистер Кудляк. Вы нуждаетесь в какой-то помощи от суда?
Пока что нет, пока что все идет так, как я думаю, хорошо. И я надеюсь, что на вторник уже начнется, на следующей неделе лучше, терапия уже и тесты. Я думаю, что все будет хорошо.
For right now, everything is going well. I hope that everything is going to change for the better on Tuesday when I'll be able to do the therapy.
Okay, very good. Mr. Griffin, what do you want me to know about Mr. Kuliak?
Mr. Griffin, что вы хотите, чтобы я знала о мистере Кудляке?
Like he said, Your Honor, he's been tested, no problem with testing. All tests have been negative.
Как он сказал, что он тестируется, все тесты отрицательные.
We all been working very hard to find a Russian interpreter. It's been a little hectic, but I think we have made some progress.
Было очень тяжело найти русскоговорящего терапевта, но у нас большой прогресс.
I did reach out to the probation officer because this is a transfer case and let him know that we were having trouble with the interpreter. So he gave me a couple of suggestions.
И я разговаривал с probation офицером, и он мне дал несколько рекомендаций в связи с тем, что я ему объяснил, что у нас были какие-то проблемы найти терапевта.
So he does have an appointment, like he said, set for the 25th at 10:30 a.m. and that's with CNS Healthcare.
И у него, да, есть appointment CNS Healthcare 25 числа во вторник.
And man, Mr. Yancey called around yesterday for some backup, called like 12 different places. A lot of the places closed or the Ukrainian interpreter left the program. So we just been having difficulty finding a Ukrainian outpatient treatment place.
Из клиент звонил и никак не мог никуда дозвониться, потому что многие места были закрыты и не было у них украинских или там русских переводчиков.
But other than that, Your Honor, he's doing well, and hopefully we have this outpatient treatment started on Tuesday. So I will update you on that.
И вообще у него все в порядке. Надеемся, что скоро начнет эту терапию, и я сообщу вам о его прогрессе.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. If nothing else, and I'm really glad to hear about the treatment piece of it. And so if nothing else, let's get a return to court date for Mr. Kuliak.
Если ничего больше нет, так давайте дадим ему новую дату вернуться в суд.
Your Honor, that would be February the 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Это будет следующий месяц, 3 числа в 8:30.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kuliak.
Thank
Good
you,
to see you
Ваша честь.
today, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Увидимся через несколько недель. Всего хорошего.
Спасибо, Ваша честь. Хорошего вам дня. До свидания.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, thank you. All right, I need 1 second, Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
Mr. Brown, I got your message. I got your message. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You can mute that.
All right, thank you. Let's go to the second case for Mr. Kuliak. Mr. Griffin,
That will be staff in Moscow, Your Honor.
Mr. Moscow,
Mr. Moscow.
I don't see him on.
Включите звук.
I don't see him, so I'm gonna have to keep
He's
moving.
here.
He's in the middle, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right, good morning. All right, good morning. I have the following for Mr. Moscow. I have case number 200-440-8901. Please state your full name for the record.
Назвите свое имя для записи.
Степан Москаль.
All right, good morning, Mr. Moscow.
Доброго ранку.
Good morning.
All right, how are things going with you, sir?
Як у вас справа?
Добре, непогано.
Pretty good, not bad at all.
Very good. Mr. Griffin, were you getting ready to say something?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin, ви щось хотіли сказати? Ні.
Okay. All right. Mr. Moscow, tell me what you've been doing to work your program.
Mr. Мацкаль, що ви робите зі своїй програмі?
Я завтра маю апойтмент на 9:30, а вечором маю на 7 годину апойтмент на курс анонімних алкоголіків.
He has an appointment tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, and in the evening he has a meeting, the AA meeting.
Okay, what kind of appointment do you have on tomorrow?
Який
At 9:30.
У 9:30 ранку.
На курс терапії. На курс терапії.
A course for therapy.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I look forward to having you be a part of that and hopefully learn some things while you're there.
Я надіюсь, що все у вас буде в порядку, ви чомусь там научитесь.
Так.
Yes.
All right, tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Скажіть щось, чому ви навчилися з прошлого разу, що ми бачили друг друга.
Дуже багато зробив висновків, які впливають на моє життя, на мою family. І це воно мені дуже допомагає.
Has learned a lot what impact it has on my family, and it's really helping me a lot.
I'm sorry, tell me again what you've learned.
Повторіть ще раз, що ви хотіли сказати.
Ця терапія дуже мені допомагає.
Therapy is helping me a lot.
No, my question is, have you learned something? And if you have, what have you learned?
Я вас питаю, як ви чомусь навчилися, та чому ви навчилися?
How
it impacts your family.
Там розповідають про вплив алкоголю, і я дуже з цього курсу багато чого зрозумів.
At the therapy, they talk about the way alcohol impacts your life, and I have understood a lot of things.
Okay, Mr. Griffin. Let me hear from you.
Yeah.
Okay, Your Honor.
Mr. Griffin.
Okay, Your Honor. Mr. Moscow has been tested, no problems with testing.
Mr. Moscow тестується, ніяких проблем немає.
He is attending outpatient treatment.
Він ходить на терапію.
I did have a conversation with him in the breakout room with him and Mr. Kuliak.
Я розмовляв з ним і з містер Куляком.
about expressing what they have learned, like the specific questions that you asking. So I'm asking them to relax a little bit and just be able to talk.
Щоб ви говорили о тому, що вас будуть питати, що суддя буде вас питати, чому ви навчилися. І я хочу, щоб ви просто сиділи, там, розслабилися і говорили від душі.
I did explain to them that, you know, they should be learning something, so it shouldn't be one word answer. So I did express that. So just tell them just to relax and just talk. I mean,
Я йому об'ясняв, що відповідь не може бути одним словом. То треба щось сказати, що від душі, чому ви навчилися, що у вас, які у вас змінення в житті.
So as we go, I hope they get more relaxed. I did talk to Ms. McDonald. Our client has been doing well, but I'm just, you know, both of them just being able to express themselves. So that's what I'm trying to work on with them, just being able to be relaxed and tell, you know, what they have learned, because they should be learning something while they're in this program.
Я працюю і говорив з міс Макдоналд, щоб вони мають чомусь навчитися в цій програмі, і треба тільки розслабитися і не волноватися, і чомусь розповісти, чому навчилися.
And I certainly understand that everybody, you know, does not like to share. What's important for me is that everybody is keeping an open mind, showing up to their treatment and getting something out of it. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and mine.
Я розумію, що многі люди не хочуть говорити від душі, вони стісняються, але я надіюсь, що терапія вам допомагає і чомусь ви учитеся, тому що як ви нічому не навчилися, то потеря времени і для мене, і для вас.
My goal is that everyone that comes through this program will leave this program better off than when they arrived.
Моя ціль, щоб кожен, хто проходить через цю програму, щоб покидав ту програму з якийсь в ліпшому стані, ліпшим чоловіком, чим вони були, коли прийшли до програми.
And so I ask about learning just so that I'm checking in to make sure you're progressing. That's it.
То коли я у вас питаюсь насчет того, чому ви навчилися, то я просто хочу, щоб ви подумали і сказали, чому ви навчилися. Що у вас не
I am glad to hear that Mr. Moscow is in compliance with the requirements of the program.
Я дуже рада, що містер Мацкаль все виконує і все у нього в порядку.
All right, Miss McDonald, good morning to you, Attorney McDonald.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
Добрий ранок, пан.
All right. Did you have any questions or any concerns where Mr. Moscow is concerned with respect to the program?
Насчет програми для містера Мацкаля.
No, it's I know that Mr. Moscow is gaining insight into how this affects his marriage as well as his children and how it affects his happiness at home. We discussed that a bit, although
Містер Мацкаль розуміє, як то впливає на його женитьбу і на домашні условия. Ми говорили о том.
And although this isn't a conclusion about Mr. Moscow, in my experience, people who are in recovery tend to have happier homes.
В моєму опиту люди, які у рекавері, які перестали використовувати алкоголь, ліпше живуть у себе в домі і у них ліпше відношення з сім'єю.
I absolutely agree with you, Attorney McDonald, and I hope that everyone in the courtroom was listening.
Я з вами согласна, і я дуже надіюсь, що всі у суді слухали те, що говорила міс Макдоналд.
All right. If no questions and nothing else on behalf of Mr. Moscow, we'll get the return to court date.
Як немає ніяких запитань,
Немає.
То no questions, то ми назначимо нову дату для суда.
All right, Mr. Griffin, return to court.
Your Honor, Mr. Moscow will be coming back to see you for a court Zoom hearing on February the 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Лютого 3
3 лютого.
3 лютого 8:30 повертаємося до суда.
All right, very good. Take care of
Okay.
yourself, Mr. Moscow, and continue to do well, okay?
Побачення, вам все найліпшого і продовжайте робити добре.
Окей, дякую, Ваша честь.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Thank you, Ms. McDonald.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you to your staff as well, particularly Mr. Griffin.
Дякую всім.
All right, very good. Take care.
Bye-bye. Побачення.
Mr. Grunbaum, I think that's it for you.
Have a great day, Your Honor. Thank you.
You do the same. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's keep going. I am ready to go to Kevin Brown. Mr. Brown, if you could unmute for me. Mr. Brown, where are you?
I'm here, ma'am.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, I'm going to place your case number on the record. I have Z8082201. State your full name for me.
Kevin Brown.
All right, Mr. Brown, you're new to us. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How you doing this morning, Judge?
I'm doing very well, doing very well. What do you think about the program so far?
Well, so far it's so good. Keeping me sober, staying focused on going to work every day, making sure that I take care of my responsibilities.
Very good, very good. And so what have you been doing since the last time I've seen you to work the program? Tell me some of the activities you're doing.
Well, I just recently got into this Detroit recovery program.
Okay.
And they got me going on my first date, which is January 27th at 12 o'clock. And other than that, I just been going to go call my color every day and going to work. That's really all I've been doing. Just waiting to get into the program and see what that's like, see what it's about.
All right, are you still committed to being open and honest so that you can get the resources and assistance that you need?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I love it. What's been a challenge for you, Mr. Brown?
Only challenge for me right now is it's really not a challenge going on. I'm really actually liking it because it's keeping me focused, basically.
Okay. All right, very good, very good. All right, let me hear from the case manager.
Yes, Your Honor, that's me. Mr. Brown, he's only been in our program since the 6th of this month, but he's making his screenings. We've had some conversation, just about trying to stay on track. I believe his appointment's on the 25th and not the 27th, but he can double check that. But we did get him in Detroit Recovery Project.
Okay.
So, and that's about the average length of time as far as being swift. So,
yes. That's pretty good, actually, Mr. Yancey, with the holiday, Christmas,
yes.
New Year's. That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the screenings are helping him stay on track. Those are negative screenings. So I think once he gets into the outpatient, then I think it'll come a little bit more full circle with him. I think he has some things he wants to work on, but so far he's doing pretty well. I can, if I reach out to him, I can, he does answer. I can communicate with him. So for this short period of time, he's got a good start, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Brown, did you have any questions for the team?
Not right now. Not right now, ma'am.
All right, team, anything else as to Mr. Brown?
No, Judge, thank you.
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Brown?
Your Honor, we want to have him come back on February 3rd of this year at 8:30 for another Zoom hearing.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Brown?
Yes, putting it in my notes now.
Very good. I'm glad you're working the program. Good to see you. Continue to do well, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care.
You too.
Thank you. Let's go to Mr. Manning. I have the following for Mr. Manning. I have case number Z8080701. Mr. Manning, unmute and tell me your full name.
Javon Manning.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Manning.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
Just getting over a little head and chest cold, but I'm doing a little better this week.
All right, you sure it's just a head and chest cold?
Yes, man. I got tested for the virus
right.
and it came back negative.
All right, wonderful. You know, I'm the COVID police, okay? So I make sure we trying to stop the spread and all that good stuff. So, all right, very good. Well, I hope you get better. Hope your cold gets better and that you're taking good care of yourself. Have you been working the program?
Yes, ma'am. I've been working the program. Went to my first group session Saturday at the Detroit Recovery Project.
All right, what do you think of it?
It's pretty good. Actually, the topic of the conversation in group therapy was, I guess everybody's feeling some type of way about the vaccine, taking the vaccine. And I'm like one of the persons that's, concerned about taking it because I don't know too much about it, but I'm leaning more towards taking the vaccine.
Oh, let's lean in. Yes, sir. All right, go ahead. Lean in. Don't lean more, lean in. Lean in.
But yeah, they also told us down at the Detroit Recovery Project that they do have people down there that do the vaccinations down there. So they was, every other Wednesday, this past Wednesday, they had someone down there yesterday, but not this week, but the following Wednesday, someone be down there taking a vaccination.
Wonderful. You make sure you tell the team there, I said, thank you. The only way we're going to stop this virus, get it under control, is for everybody to do their part. Everybody. It can't just be one over here, one there. Everybody has to do their part to stop the spread. And so we can hopefully get back to some type of normal life. So thank you for considering it, Mr. Manning. Thank you.
I also talked with Miss Cleveland, and she told me I had a dirty urine for alcohol, and that came from me drinking hot toddies, from me being sick up under the weather. And I was unaware that it would show up in my urine or whatnot, but I was able to tell her. I was able to tell her that during the time I was sick, I was drinking hot toddies with the honey Jack Daniels in it.
Miss Manning, not zero alcohol means zero alcohol.
Right.
It means zero. None.
Right. So what I did, I switched over to the Mucinex night shift to help me sleep at night. So.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing it with me, because that's not good. So I need the whole courtroom to understand that you can't self-medicate. I know they told us down south that a hot toddy could cure everything, cancer, diabetes, but it's not true. You can't use it while you're in the program. You can't do it because it contains alcohol, and no alcohol means no alcohol. So, Mr. Manning, you're new to the program. I'm not going to this time, Ms. Cleveland, issue a sanction. But next time you have a positive screen, it's going to be a problem, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I promise you it wouldn't be a next time, though.
All right. Well, I just want you to work hard at it, because if we're trying to get you to a place of sobriety, we can't do that. It's no different than a person taking an opiate. It's a prescribed medication, but you can't do it while you're in this program. So just make sure you're very much so aware and mindful of what you're taking in, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I understand colds can make us miserable, but there are some things that you can take that will be in compliance with the program, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Tell me something. What you've learned since the last time I've seen you. You can't do no hot toddy for a cold, right?
Right. No hot toddies. Like I said, I switched over to the Mucinex night shift because I was having a hard time sleeping by me being congested with a head cold and chest cold. So I switched over to the Mucinex night shift. So that worked pretty good for me.
Yes. All right. Very good. Is there anything you need us to help you with, Mr. Manning?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right. Miss Cleveland, is there anything else you need to update me on as to Mr. Manning?
No, Your Honor, and I'm very, very thankful that he came on immediately, almost immediately, and informed you of what happened. I did have a very long conversation with him. I also want to inform him and the audience that you have to be careful sometimes with these over-the-counter medications for codes as well. They should have given you a list at JAMS of what the things, and I know we provide a list as well of things that you can take while you're in the program. But sometimes they're derivatives of alcohol-based things, not necessarily liquor alcohol, but some kind of alcohol that will trigger a positive screen. So you really have to be careful. If you have any questions, please call me about those medications too, because we don't want you to have any more triggers for the alcohol positive screens. Other than that, Your Honor, he is connected to his therapies. He is testing negative now. So we haven't had another one besides the one that he had that he admitted to today. I want to, the court to know that he is very compliant. He does call me as ordered or as instructed, just letting me know how he's doing on a weekly basis. And he's 30 days in the program, Your Honor. So we're gonna get him on track. Make sure he stays on track.
All right. Very good. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Manning?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. Very good. And so, Mr. Manning, if you don't have any, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Manning?
Your Honor, he's phase 1, so he would be returning via Zoom on February 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Manning, take good care of yourself. I hope you feel better, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. We're here if you need us, okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go to Mr. Oden. Mr. Oden, if you could unmute for me. Good morning, Mr. Oden.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Very good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have 210-573-5901. State your full name for me.
Yes.
Good
Carlos
morning.
Oden.
Somebody just entered my courtroom. We're in session. Please mute your device. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Oden, state your name for me.
Carlos Oden.
All right, Mr. Oden, how are things going with you?
They're going well, Judge. Overall, sobriety, it has been a game changer for me. I'm testing still twice a week. I'm going to outpatient treatment. I attend AA meetings twice a week. And I'm back in school as well. Yeah.
Look at you, you're back in school.
Yeah.
Now, how did that happen, sir?
I started school December 2020, and I had withdrawn. I had withdrawn last year of April, and I just got back this year of January. So
I love it. I love it. What are you studying?
I'm getting my associates in allied health science.
Look at you, Mr. Oden. And don't you think sobriety has something to do with that?
Sobriety has a lot to do with that. Sobriety is that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. Yeah, come on, Miss Milton. Let's celebrate. Miss Milton, look at you. She paying attention. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, very good. I am so proud of you. Did you have any issues or struggles during the holidays?
No issues or struggles. I'm waiting to go face to face tomorrow, hopefully with Mr. Williams, because he was under the virus. So hopefully he's well by tomorrow, so I can go see him face to face.
All right. I hope you can do so. Be safe. All of those good things. Have an open mind, open heart. Get everything that you can get from them, because you're going places, sir. Come on. All right. All right. Come on, Mr. Griffin.
Yep, I'm gonna stop in for Mr. Yancey. He had to stop up for a while. Looking through the notes, Your Honor, Mr. Oden did report accurately. He's been testing, no problem with testing, attending treatment. Say I'm proud of you, man. Going back to school, that's a big step. So that's something, we're gonna support you on that. So keep working hard on that. But Your Honor, he's been with us since December the 14th, 2021. He seems to be off to a good start. So everything's good. So just keep up the good work. And he'll be coming back to see you on February the 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Oden?
I got it. 8:30, February 3rd.
Yes, sir. All right, is there anything you can share with the court that you've learned since the last time I've seen you?
Yes, I learned how to be patient. I learned different coping skills. I also learned that sometimes, when situations be at an all-time high, you just got to, take a step back, breathe and let everybody know that, it's not going to be forever, but recovery is forever. I got to give back the years that I put in drinking alcohol. I want to give all those years back to the, doing volunteer work, being constructive, and moving forward in life, because it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling.
Yes, wonderful. All right, Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. You already gave me that date, February 3rd, right? At 8:30.
8:30 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Oden, I want you to continue to do well. We are here if you need it. Good to see you today, and enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, okay?
You as well, Judge. Good to see you too.
All right, take care. All right, let's go to Eric Taylor, and then Ms. Milton, you're up next. All right, Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
good morning to you.
Morning. How are you?
I am well. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Judge.
That's good. All right, let me place your case number on the record, 200-452-6701. State your full name for me, Mr. Taylor.
Eric Taylor.
All right, how did you do, Mr. Taylor, during the holidays and all that good stuff?
I did all right. You know what I mean? I stayed away from nonsense. You know what I mean? And when they came at me, I walked away.
Look at you. There you go. Something about having that option to just walk away.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
have to entertain everything that comes to you, right?
That's correct.
There you go. How do you feel about what you're doing in the program right now, Mr. Taylor?
I feel pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. At first, I thought the program was like, wow, what's this here? Just set up but this is a great program, And I'm gonna tell you something. Every time I had an issue and I talked to someone, they really helped me resolve it,
Listen, I need the whole courtroom to listen to that. He said every time he had an issue, he talked to someone and it got you through, right?
That's correct.
There you go. That's one of the things that I really hope for everybody in the program. Look, we understand that when people come to us, they're going to have struggles. We can't push a button and you're perfect, because we're not perfect. But there are so many resources available to you. Reach out and use them. You never know. It may talk you off the ledge. It may not. It may, talk you off to a different ledge. Maybe you won't crash and burn. You might skin your knee a little bit. But you've got to reach out and use the resources that we've made available to you. So, Mr. Taylor, thank you for sharing that with the court today.
Of course, all you gotta do is just, some people don't like to open up. When you open up, that's when things could happen for you,
Yeah, when you open up,
Yeah,
be honest. We're all battling something, right? And you'll
that's
be
correct.
surprised how much people can help you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good. Did you learn anything else? I think I summed up what you learned already.
Yeah.
Anything else you
I
want to
learned
share?
something else though. Something? I learned something else last night. A matter of fact, in Mr. Black class about recovery is health, willingness, and to make a change in your life. And you still have to have that willingness even after this program.
There you go. Because this program is only temporary, right?
That's correct.
There you go. And we want you to still be able to maintain sobriety, be in recovery long after you're done with us. That's the goal. That you never come back through 36th District Court or any other court system unless you're coming to encourage somebody or to tell somebody they can do it. That's how we want to see you going forward.
That's correct. You know, and I completed my community service. I got my paperwork and I faxed it over to Mr. Yancey. And I need to know, what do I owe the court? Because I have nothing on record. What do I have to pay?
All right. And so Mr. Yancey will be able to, I'm sure it's in our system, but Mr. Yancey will be able to tell you, because we keep up with the money people owe us. So just know we got it. It's, you might not have it in writing, but we have it. We got it in several systems. All right. And so, but get with Mr. Yancey. He'll let you know what you owe so you can start getting that paid off. Where'd you do your community service?
I did it with the Salvation Army.
All right. Did you like the experience?
Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna do it again next year too.
All right. Very good. Thank you for your service. We appreciate that.
No
All right.
problem.
Let me hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Taylor, he's been doing quite well. He's still at All Well-Being. He probably talked about that a little bit. I'm on the tail end of this. He did complete his community service. I did get the proof of that. We appreciate that. That put him a little bit ahead of the game. Screenings have been going great. You know, he communicates with us quite frequently, and you know, he's you know, I thought he's going to be a little lukewarm about being in our program, but he's embraced it. He's been doing everything we've asked him to do. So we really appreciate that, Mr. Taylor, and what he just articulated as far as what he learned was excellent. So Mr. Taylor, he's doing quite well at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of our team members as to Mr. Taylor?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. If Mr. Taylor, do you have any questions for us today?
No, not at the moment. No.
All right. If no questions, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, his next date will be February 3rd at 8:30 for a Zoom hearing. And Mr. Taylor, I will get you a balance on your fines and costs.
Okay.
All right. In other words, he's saying we will get that money, Mr. Taylor. Don't worry. On it, you got it, and we gonna get it.
Okay. All right.
We don't get many people that tell us that they want to pay their fines and costs. So thank you.
Oh, it's best, you know, if you working it, you gotta go on and work it right. You know what I mean? And you know,
and accepting responsibility and
that's
taking care of
correct.
business is a part of it. You're absolutely
That's
correct.
correct.
All right, Mr. Taylor, good to see you. We'll see you in a couple of
Glad
weeks.
you're feeling well too, Judge.
I am. I'm so much. Look, the vaccine works. No hospital, no respirators, no oxygen. The vaccine works. You don't have to die from COVID. And you don't, because there's still a lot of people dying from COVID. And there are a lot of people in the hospital from COVID. You don't even have to go to the hospital. Get the vaccine. So you see, I'm back in full motion, Mr. Taylor.
I see.
Yes, sir. I even been fussing a little bit. My daughter told me, oh yeah, you better now. Because our old professional fuss box is back in action. So yep, I feel good.
Okay, I can see that.
All right.
All right.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I am ready to go to our next group. And my next group of people we're starting with Toya Milton. Miss Milton, unmute for me. Miss Milton been engaged this morning. Good morning, Miss Milton. How are you?
I am good. I am engaged. I'm paying attention.
Yes, you are. I see you over there. Very good. Let me place your case number on the record. Let's see. I have the following matters for you: Z800982 and Z8081261. State your full name for me.
Yes, it's Toya A. Milton.
All right, Miss Milton. You're new to the program. How are things going for you?
Things are going good. Things are going good. I had a death in the family, speaking of COVID.
I'm sorry, you're a little bit muffled. Is something on your microphone?
Yeah, I have my Bluetooth on. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me better?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Much better.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
That's
That was the
okay.
earpiece. I'm doing really good. I had a death in the family from COVID. Actually, my aunt passed. She already had some pre-existing health issues. So you were just talking about the vaccine and how it works. We were actually trying to encourage her to get the vaccine, but folks are stubborn when they're older. And sadly, I had a death in the family. So
I'm so sorry to hear that.
yes,
I am.
yes. So other than that, as far as pertaining to the case, everything is going good. Staying sober, staying encouraged, and again, just monitoring my attitude because it determines my altitude.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Yes, ma'am, it does. Yes,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
does. Listen, Miss Milton, my condolences to you and your family. What are you
Thank
doing
you.
to handle that grief or that loss?
I'm just trying to be as supportive to my mother as possible. It's her older sister. So I'm just trying to be supportive to my cousins and, just to my family all as a whole.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right. And so tell me what you've been doing to work your program.
Definitely testing twice a week. I've definitely still been going to my outpatient therapy. Everything has just been, progressive. I'm doing everything that the court has requested that I do. And also by me also just staying sober as well.
All right. How's the baby?
Baby is good. He started daycare yesterday for the first day.
Oh, wow.
It was harder for me than him.
He will be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. We're working out some transportation issues due to my restricted license, but
Okay.
I'm trying to make it work to my best ability. Excuse me.
Yes. All right. Make it work. Make it work.
Yeah.
You're gonna get there. You will definitely
Yeah,
get there. Now
because
you
I
have
have a
restricted.
car and I
Go ahead.
refuse to drive it because I'm not trying to get pulled over and then I get a police, any type of interaction with police. No. So if I have to, ask my neighbors or my friends or his dad or Uber, Lyft, anything short of the bus because it's just too darn cold. But yeah, I'm doing everything I can do and also still working a full-time job that I was a little distracted from earlier because I'm actually working from home. And then
Okay.
I also have another part-time job. So, I'm staying busy, but, I'm just trying to also stay encouraged and still be on top of everything as well.
All right. Very good. What do you need us to help you with, if anything?
Maybe some transportation assistance if possible.
Okay. All right.
That's the only thing I could think of at this moment that I would really need detrimental help in.
All right. Speak with your case manager. We do have, at least we have bus tickets. I don't know if we still do. And that's the assistance that we are able to give from the program.
Okay.
So speak with your case manager. If it's available, we certainly want you to have it because you're working the program. Also, I want to ask you, you said your license is restricted. Is it
Well, no,
restricted by the
it's suspended.
Secretary of State? It's suspended. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I wanted
suspended
to
because of the case. And then of course I know I have to go through a certain phase before I get into the restricted program. So I'm just trying to complete the program to my best ability so that eventually I will get promoted like these other people have done so that I can be able to have my life a little bit back, just a little 25%. I'll take a little bit of it back.
There you go. There you go. Listen, I want you to also have some conversation with your case manager about what that process is for getting the restricted license, because I do believe, just looking at my records, that that you will have to go through us to get that restricted license. And so make sure that you talk with your case manager so you can start preparing yourself for that process. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Anything else that we can help you with?
Nope, that was it.
All right. Very good. Let me hear from the case manager.
All righty.
Yes, Your Honor, Miss Milton, she's doing well, and her disposition from the first contact we had with her till now is a big turnaround, and we really appreciate that. And that's helping her. That's helping her get through the program and progress and all those good things. She's making her screenings Still going to All Wellbeing. I need a progress report from them, but we can both reach out to them, her and I. I know she's looking forward to preparing for a restricted license. She's really early in the program, so she can have a little bit of patience. I know it's tempting because she has a vehicle in her yard or driveway, but she's articulated that she knows better than to try to drive it. So, and we're sorry for her loss.
Yes.
But we're so happy that she's in her sobriety so that she can be supportive of her family members. So all in all, we're in a good situation right now. I think she's in a good place right now. And so far, so good, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Yancey, I asked her to talk with you. Just tell her the things that she needs to do so we don't have any hiccups when it's time to apply for that restricted license, what the court's expectations are.
I'll do that, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, do you have any questions, Ms. Milton?
Nope, that was it. Thank you so much.
All
And I'm
right.
happy that you're feeling better.
I am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're back to your spunk. I can tell.
You can tell. I think
Yeah.
I'm only like 90%. My family thinks different. They think I'm 100%. But yeah, I'm
that's
right.
okay. Glad you're feeling better.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what's the return for Ms. Milton?
Yes, Your Honor, if we could have her come back on February 3rd of this year for a Zoom hearing again, that would be great.
At 8:30. All right, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am. Writing it down. Thank you much.
Wonderful. Good to see you. Continue to do well. And we are here if you need us, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, you too. All right, let's go to Ms. Goldsmith. Ms. Goldsmith, good morning to you.
Good
Mr.
morning.
Muhammad, if you can stay woke, you're going to be next, okay? Eyes rolling to the back of his head. I'm over here dying laughing. All right, come on, Ms. Goldsmith. Ms. Goldsmith, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-565-4501. State your full name for me.
Portia Goldsmith.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Goldsmith.
Good morning.
All right, how's your daughter doing?
She's doing good.
She is. All right, very good. How are you doing?
I'm actually doing great.
You are.
I feel energized and organized. That's been my biggest thing of the new year. Organization and planning things and writing stuff down. So that's been a really big help with my planner.
Look at you. Do it, Ms. Goldsmith. Organize your life. Yes. It can
So
be
I've
done.
been trying to keep track of stuff, knock stuff off my list. So
all right.
That's the goal.
Very good. Are you having any issues with working the program?
No, actually.
Okay. All right. Very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
With being in the program, like I said, thus far, it has been helping me with being organized because I actually bought the planner so I can keep up with things that I've been doing at my court dates for the program, but it's also helped out with me organizing my life. On top of being in the program and knowing that sobriety is key, it's not just about everything on my to-do list. It helped me understand that sometimes it's okay to be selfish. We are so used to worrying about others and being so concerned with others outside looking in that we neglect ourselves. And I know that's been a big issue for me, which also triggers a lot of stress. So now that I'm putting me first and I'm concentrating on what I'm concentrating on, is making it better. Because I've realized the hard way, if you're not whole, you can't keep giving your energy running around and being concerned about others' inputs and thoughts or being there for them if you're not first giving it to yourself.
Absolutely. Well said. I hope the courtroom was listening. Well said. Yes, someone told me yesterday, you are a human being, not a human doing. Because sometimes
Yes.
we do to our detriment, right? And we don't take good care of ourselves. And they were encouraging me to be a human being, meaning you need to be well, you need to be whole. And in order to be those things, it takes some self-care and some self-attention and some selfishness sometimes when you need
Yes.
to be. There you go. Very good. I'll have to make sure I text her and let her know she helped me, and you just kind of reiterated that today. Human being. All
Yes.
right.
Tell her I agree.
I'll be sure to let her know. All right, Mr. Griffin, you have Miss Goldsmith.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Like I said, from day one, first time I met her, she took accountability for this case,
Yeah.
and she's working. She's out. She's in outpatient treatment. I should connect with her counselor sometime today or tomorrow to get the clinical assessment and report. She's testing, no problems with testing. She's employed, and like I said, I just like her attitude. I like people that come in and like you always say, you didn't invite them to the party; they showed up. So what we're gonna do about it. And you're right, Ms. Goldsmith. Sometimes you do have to be on the selfish because you have a lot of people around you when you're doing bad stuff, but when you start trying to do right things, people kind of fade away from you and things like that. So you kind of feel like, sometimes you by yourself, but sometimes that's the best place to be, so you can work on yourself. So I applaud you for that. But Your Honor, she's off to an excellent start. So I just look forward to continue to work with her.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so, Miss Goldsmith, let me ask you this. What's the status of your driver's license?
She have to go
It's
through us, Your Honor.
suspended.
Yeah, she had to go through us.
All right, very good. Okay, and so Mr. Griffin, let's start talking to her, just getting her position. So
Okay.
with that, when it's time to pull the trigger, we don't have any hiccups.
Okay, I'll do that, Your
Okay.
Honor. Okay.
All right, wonderful. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Goldsmith?
No, Judge, thank you.
Ms. Goldsmith, we just appreciate you coming to the program, not making excuses, not feeling sorry for yourself and all those things. So like Mr. Griffin said, you came in with a great attitude. You're really doing well.
You are.
Thank you.
You are. All right. Mr. Griffin, I'm sorry, Miss Goldsmith, did you have any questions for the team?
No, I listening, actually being on this is my second time logging on Zoom, just listening to everyone and their different phases and their different accomplishments let me know that the progress is going to work. And as long as I do the work, everything will be okay. So that's what I've been writing down notes in my planner as everyone's been talking. And I've been trying to make my list of goals for February because I have started treatment. I have been tested bi-weekly, and then my goals for February, I do want to get started on my community service. And then I'm also going to start paying down my balance. January, I have been focused on catching up on past due bills, from spending that time in Wayne County. So
Okay.
come February, I said I want to start making payments towards my balance.
All right. Very good. Very good. I love it. I love it. All right, Mr. Griffin. If nothing else, what's next for Miss Goldsmith? She's doing well.
Yeah, Your Honor, Ms. Goldsmith will be coming back to see you February 3rd, 2022, and that will be at 8:30 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
All right. Wonderful. Sounds good. Very good. All right. Take care, Miss Goldsmith. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad. Come on, Mr. Muhammad. It's his nap time.
Good morning,
Wake
Your Honor.
up. Good morning. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Why are you so sleepy, sir?
Oh man, it's hard. I have insomnia. It's hard for me getting to sleep lately.
Oh, okay. Will you talk about that when you meet with the professionals? Let them know that you're
Yeah.
struggling.
Me and my
Okay.
outpatient lady, we've been working on it.
Okay, good. Very good. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have case number Z8082901, SP1182248, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP1182247, counts 1 and 2. State your name for me.
Kareem Muhammad.
All right, Mr. Muhammad, how are you doing so far?
I can't complain really. Everything's going good.
Okay, what have you been doing to work the program?
I've been seeing my outpatient lady for like the past 5 months now. Things are going good there. We're working on some new things and just working out and just trying to stay on track, you know?
Okay, are you going to testing and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, no issues there?
Nope. I had a issue with the time last weekend, but I emailed Mr. Yancey and I tested the next day, but otherwise no issues.
All right, make sure that you test on the day that your color is called, okay?
Will do.
All right, very good, because we don't do makeups. And the purpose of it being random is so that we know how we can help you if you need the help.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, it's no problems there. I just had to mix up with the time with the one on Gratiot.
Okay, all right,
But I
very
figured
good.
it out. I figured it out though.
All right, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
It's an adjustment period, you know. It's just holding yourself accountable and just sticking to the goal and just trying to be a better person, you know.
Okay, very good. And you're gonna work to do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Yeah, can I talk to Mr. Yancey about a few things in the breakout room and he can run them over with you?
Okay, that's fine. I don't know if you'll be able to do it right away, but today, Mr. Yancey, can you all meet and talk? And then
Or
you
just give
can
me a
just,
call or something. Anything
yeah,
works.
he will do that. And then, Mr. Yancey, you all can update me if there's something that I need to intervene in, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, but you're all right, Mr. Muhammad?
Yeah, I just have a condo in Chicago, and then all my roommates moved out, so somebody needs to go check up on them. So I was just wondering if that would be a thing, if I could test out there, if I could just go check up on there every like once a month or something like that. I got a lot of valuables there, and no one's there at the property.
Okay, and so this is what you'll do. Get with Mr. Yancey today. There's a little bit of footwork that you need to do. And so I don't see that being a problem, but there's some things that you have to get to us, okay? And it's some things you can get done immediately. All
Okay, yeah, no
right?
problem.
All right, and then Mr. Yancey, make sure I get the documentation to sign off on it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Muhammad, he's been doing pretty good. He is, as he states, he's an outpatient. He's actually an intensive outpatient. I got a progress report recently that was 2 pages, so I'm still reading through it, but he's an intensive outpatient. That's going pretty well. He is screening. We had a discrepancy when with some of the agencies, when you go to different sites, they might have a 30-minute difference in time. So, you know, I'm trying to make sure that he knows the times of the different locations. Other than that, he's been screening. He is positive for substance, but it's leaving his system. So he came in like that, and it is leaving his system. So other than that, he's only been with us since January 6th. So far, he's doing well at this time.
All right, very good, very good. All right, any questions, Mr. Muhammad, or anything, I'm sorry, from any of the other team members?
Judge, if I might interrupt and indicate, Mr. Muhammad has 4 other matters on the docket today, which are a combination of civil infractions and misdemeanors. I've been in touch with Ms. Sharon Walker, the prosecutor for the city of Detroit. We talked about this case at some length, and for right now, Judge, we're humbly asking this court to put those off one more time. We hope to have some resolution of those matters by the next court appearance.
Okay, I just realized they were scheduled for pretrial and hearing. And yes. So Mr. Fikens, he's going to come back in 2 weeks. Do you need the whole 2 weeks to do it?
No, I don't think so. I don't need the 2 weeks.
All right. And so should we bring it back next week? Maybe and get those tickets resolved?
Judge, I'll be out of town next week, so I don't know that.
Oh, next week is not good for me either, Mr. Fikens. Let's just bring it back in 2 weeks. He's not in warrant status, so we should be good.
I've checked
right.
that.
All right. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. If nothing else from the team, let's get a return to court date for Mr. Muhammad.
Yes, we want to have Mr. Muhammad come back on February 3rd for a Zoom hearing at 8:30. And Mr. Muhammad, I'll try to call you in the early PM if that's good for you.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Muhammad, try to get you some rest. Keep working on that sleep issue. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you on February 3rd at 8:30, okay?
Okay, thanks, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Bye-bye now. All right, Miss Macklin, I'm ready for you. Good morning, Miss Macklin.
Good morning.
All right, I have the following for you, case number 18N6213. Miss Macklin, state your full name for me.
Pilar Macklin.
All right, how are you, Miss Macklin?
My eyes are closing without my permission. I'm sleepy.
Why are you so sleepy, ma'am?
Well, we had a little incident with my mom last night, so.
Oh, okay.
I've been up like checking her pressures and everything.
Okay. Anything we can do? Is there anything that we can do to help you?
No, everything's going good now. Just had a night, you know.
Okay, I understand. Definitely understand. All right. How are you responding to that? What are you doing for you in order to recover from last night, just having a night?
Well, right now I'm just trying to get through this court date, and then I'm gonna have some sleep.
Okay.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Some sleep. That's it.
All right. And then you'll get you some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you, Miss Macklin.
I've been listening to Everybody Peace, and mine is very similar. Just not becoming complacent, you know, always looking for that next thing to do. And every time I think I'm done with something, I have to remind myself that I'm not done, because recovery, you can't be done with it. It's like you said, it's a lifetime commitment. So just always chasing that next thing, you know.
It absolutely is. It's a lifetime commitment. Lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And working step 1 and step 2. Well, I'm not sure if everybody knows about the steps, but step 1 is like admitting that you're powerless. And then step 2 is finding a power greater than yourself that's going to assist you and, you know, support with your recovery. And for me, that's God. So I've been getting closer and closer and closer to God, like each and every day.
Very good. Very good, Miss Macklin. Very good. And so how is work going?
Work is good. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, like full time.
Okay.
Now, yes.
And so that's going well?
Yes. You know, I had my lash company. It's going really good. And then I just started a real estate company, which I didn't want to speak on that yet.
Okay, don't speak on it.
Yeah, next time you see it, I'm gonna really be bragging about it. It's going great.
All right, look at you, Miss Macklin. Very good. I won't ask about your lash company until later.
You need some lashes?
Miss Macklin.
Yes.
All right, very good. Let me hear from is it Mr. Griffin or Miss Cleveland? Miss Cleveland. All right, Miss Cleveland. All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Pilar. She's doing wonderful as usual. She's making very good progress, staying on top of everything she's supposed to do. She did have a new car, so she changed out her systems into her new car. That went successful. So she's driving and still doing well. Your Honor, she's compliant with her testing. She calls me. We do call and text. You know, there is some period of time between that, but she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. Your Honor, I'm pleased to report that, you know, she's on track and remains on track.
All right.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Macklin?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right. If nothing else, Ms. Macklin, did you have any questions?
No, I don't have no question.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, she is in phase 3, but she would be having a face-to-face on February 17th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m.
All right.
February
Very good.
17th, 10:30.
Did you
Okay.
get that?
Yeah, the 17th at 10:30.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Very good. Good to see you, Ms. Macklin. Take good care
Nice
of
to
yourself.
see you as well. I'm sorry
right.
you were sick. I didn't even really know about it. I'm glad you're doing better.
I am so much better. Thank you, Ms. Macklin.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. I am going to go to Mr. Naraki. Mr. Naraki, if you could unmute for me, please. I have the following. I have case number 200-455-4001. State your full name for me.
Christopher Naraki.
All right, Mr. Naraki, you are new to the program. Tell me what you think about it so far.
At first, it was a little overwhelming, but I'm just taking everything one step at a time, doing my testing. I start IOP in a few weeks. They were backed up. So in the meantime, I meet up with the recovery coach to set goals and kind of fill in until my IOP starts. And then I do my NA meetings too.
All right. What are you getting out of all of these from the coach as well as your NA meetings? Are you getting anything from those resources?
Yeah, when I plan things out, it makes the process a lot easier, and I'm just staying focused.
All right, very good. Planning, and I'm certain that planning helps you with your focus, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, very good. What struggles have you been having? It's been 2 weeks. What struggles have you been having?
Nothing specific.
Okay, nothing specific, nothing we can help you with?
No, ma'am.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not at this time, no.
Not at this time. All right. I know you're new, and so I'm glad you're committed to working the program. Keep an open heart, open mind, so that you're always learning. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Let me hear from the case manager.
Yes, Shannon. So, as you stated, Ms. Naraki, he is new to the program. He has been screening. Those screenings have been negative. There was it's 2 weeks before he can get into the intensive outpatient. So I did suggest that he get a recovery coach and go to NA meetings. And he did both of those right away. So he's not just wasting time until that date comes. I really appreciate that. That's how you start this. So so far, I mean, like I say, he's new, but he is making good use of his time, and we're pleased with him at this point, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Naraki? He's still new to us.
No, Judge. No, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Naraki, do you have any questions?
Nope.
No questions? All right. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, and we still want to try February 3rd again of this year at 8:30.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Naraki?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, wonderful. Continue to do well. Know that we're here if you need us, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, I'm going to Mr. Hart. Mr. Hart, if you could unmute for me. Good morning to you, Mr. Hart.
Good morning.
All right, I have the following.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. I have case number Z8080881. Mr. Hart, state your full name for me, please.
George William Hart IV.
All right. How are you doing, Mr. Hart?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing much better, and I'm feeling much better. How about that?
Good. I didn't know. So you had COVID?
I did.
Ah.
But I did well. Look at me. I
She
should have
popped
my
right back
party
from
hat
that.
on. I'm sorry.
Popped right back from that.
Yes, sir. Vaccine, vaccine and booster. Vaccine and booster. Yes, sir. Just bounced right back. I had a couple of rough days. I did, but they were at home in the comfort of my home with my Snuggie and my tea. And I still showed up for work every day. I still showed up. So that vaccine and that booster, I'm telling you, yes. So I just encourage everybody, do your part. That's what I say. Do your part. All
I
right.
did get vaccinated.
You did. Thank you, Mr. Hart. I feel like you did it for me because I did it for you.
I did for you.
Yes, thank you. I
I do
appreciate
everything for you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hart. I appreciate it. All right. Very good. So tell me, what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
Nothing new really. But well, I have a second interview for a job tomorrow. It's like a hands-on interview just to see if I can actually, it's for a dental assistant. So they're like, it's a little bit different from EMS. So you have to come in and see if you can actually handle us grinding at people's teeth. And I'm just like, every day is going to be like a horror flick.
No, Mr. Hart, can I tell you that I am terrified of the dentist, and I will not. I have a dentist that I have followed wherever he relocates. I follow him because he is that wonderful, and he has these two great dental assistants. And without great dental assistants, I can't be your patient because sometimes they have to hold my hand. You know, they've got to coach me through that it's only a cleaning. There's not, nobody's going to pull out a needle. It's just a I do not like the dentist. So that dental assistant is everything, sir. Everything. So I hope that you get the job. You certainly have the personality for it.
I'm excited. I think it's going to go over really well.
All right. Be encouraged. And don't think of it as a horror flick. It's not that bad.
Well, you know, like that's like, I don't know, my only like thing I cringe at. I'm like, oh, like people pulling out their teeth. Like, I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, the drilling, it drives me crazy. So my doctor has earphones that they purchased for me, and it's in my file. And so if I have to do anything with the sound to it, they get my little earphones and connect me so that I don't get to hear any, I don't want to hear any sounds. I don't want to hear any, I don't want to hear in suction. I don't want to hear anything. So it's horrible. I'm a terrible patient, but they're good people. So that's why I've been with them for a long time. All right, Mr. Hart, are you having any issues with anything that you need us to help you with?
Not right now.
Okay. All right. Very good. You still connecting to the family?
I am. I actually like in therapy, my therapist is on a whole do one positive thing a day, just like you're on the whole, not the whole, but you're on learn something new every day. I actually like have talked to quite a few of them, and the one thing for me that like I've learned is if they care enough, after you've burned that bridge, if it's not always burned to ash. Sometimes you can rebuild them if you both care enough.
Yes. What a wonderful thing to learn. Yeah. You can rebuild. It doesn't mean it's over. Just because I was doing something, you know, in the past doesn't mean I'm that same person today, right?
Yep.
There you go. Very good. You're working the program, Mr. Hart. I love it. I do. All right. Let me hear from the case manager.
Like Mr. Hart said, he's doing well. Me and him have been communicating. He does have a second interview for the job, so I wish him good luck on that. Hope he get the job. He's been testing. He talked to me about his treatment. He said treatment has really been helping him out, you know, helping him figure out some things. So he get beat up sometimes, but it's really helping him. So I'm glad to see that he's getting some out of the therapy. That's what it's about, to learn some things about, you know, yourself. So he's been doing really well. the next time he come back, once we staff this case, I probably have a recommendation. But other than that, Mr. Hart has been working really hard, and I look forward to continue to work with him. But no problems at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hart?
No, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Hart, do you have any questions?
Nope, I'm all set.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what's next for Mr. Hart?
Your Honor, he'll come back to see you February the 3rd, 2022, and that would be at 8:30 a.m.
All right, wonderful. Did you get that, Mr. Hart?
Oh yeah, I wrote it down, I don't know, like an hour ago.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. All right, Mr. Hart. Take care. Good to see you.
All
We're
righty,
here
good to
to-
see you.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.
Okay. I am going to go to Ms. Walker, and then while we're waiting for Mr. Jordan to come on, then I'll go to the Wayne County Jail. Oh, there's Mr. Jordan. All right, I need to do the Wayne County Jail. No, I'm sorry. Ms. Walker is coming from work. Let me do her very quickly, and then I'm coming right to the Wayne County Jail. Thank you. Ms. Walker, your picture's not on. There you are. Ms. Walker, I have case number 20C78466. State your full name for me, please. Ms. Walker, can you hear me?
Janine Walker. Janine Walker.
All right, very good. How are you today, Ms. Walker? I can't hear you. All right, Ms. Cleveland, she's got to work out her connectivity. I've got to keep going because I don't like to keep the jail on. Ms. Walker, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You don't have a great connection. But, okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How are you doing, Ms. Walker?
I'm doing good.
All right, very good.
I went to therapy yesterday, did the treatment plan, and going for.
Ms. Walker, we're not able to hear you, so we don't have a good connection. I'm gonna have to keep moving if we can't get that together.
Can you hear me now?
I can now. All right, you said you went to therapy, you got your treatment plan. What else?
And staying sober.
You are staying sober?
Yes.
All right. Do you think all of those things are helping you to stay sober, Ms. Walker?
Yes, they are.
Very good. Have you had any difficulties, any issues that you need us to help you with?
No, I've just been staying focused and learning other ways to cope with my feelings and other things besides alcohol.
That's a wonderful thing. And I hope that you're learning those coping skills while you're in therapy and all those things, right?
Yes.
All right. Very good. How's your son doing?
He's doing good. He's actually doing virtual school right now until the 31st. So he's at home.
All right. All right. Very good. Anything you need us to help you with, Ms. Walker?
No, not at this time.
All right. Let me hear from Ms. Cleveland. Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, Ms. Walker is doing very well. She's regained her tracking, and so she's compliant with all your court's orders. She is still using the device that she had installed. It is going on about, I'm going to say a little over, maybe about 60 days, but I'm not ready to recommend that be removed just yet. I just want to make sure that she's connected with all of her therapies and a good solid foundation, because she had to go to a new program with her therapy because the other one, the other system had to move her to another place. So I just want to make sure she's on track with that and getting all those things that she's supposed to get. But other than that, she's compliant, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Ms. Walker?
No, Judge.
All right. Ms. Walker, do you have any questions?
No, not at this time.
All right. Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Ms. Walker?
Your Honor, she's still phase 1, so she would be coming in via Zoom on February 3rd, 2022 at about 10 a.m., Your Honor, from work.
All right, very good. Thank you, Miss Walker. Take good care of yourself and you can get back to work, okay?
Thank you too. Thank you.
All right, very good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's go to the jail now. I'm ready for the Wayne County Jail. And I will need someone to read off a case number for me. Miss Mack, do you have the case number for the jail?
Ew.
All right, can you read it into the record as well as the charge?
Yes. Okay, the case number is 22055532301. And the charge is count 1 is stolen property, receive and conceal 20,000 or more.
All right.
And there's a count, then there's a count 2, motor vehicle unlawful driving away of auto.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's all I have.
All right, thank you. And so good morning at the Wayne County Jail. Can you give me the defendant's name?
Shantique Gardner. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Now, has Miss Gardner been arraigned already?
Your Honor, I believe she was arraigned yesterday.
All right, Mr. Curtis, thank you. And so how are we proceeding with Miss Gardner on today? It's my understanding that we need to do the background to determine whether or not she is eligible for a mental health court. Also, we should be flagging the jail navigators to make sure that any services that she needs while she's at the jail, that she's receiving those services. So, Mr. Curtis, what is the plan at this point?
Well, Your Honor, I did run the lien this morning. So according to the lien, she's not eligible. She was convicted years ago for a felony armed robbery. So she's not eligible.
When you say years ago, how many years ago?
This was back in 2003.
Okay, we're in 2022.
Right.
And so did you check with Mr. Morgan, Mr. Wade? Because that's so far removed. I'm gonna really struggle with not giving her help because of something she did 20 years ago. God knows if folks didn't, if you knew what I was doing 20 years ago, yeah.
No, I do understand. Yes, I talked to Mr. Morgan and Mr. Wade. But I know you have discretion with regards to, bringing someone in the program.
All right. Have we talked to the prosecutor about, because right now she does not have a charge at 36th District Court. Is that correct?
Your Honor, she does have a charge with us.
Oh, which one?
Those two that Miss Mack is that what you're referring to?
Yes, those are at 36. I was told yesterday she was being arraigned on felonies, and that would be going to Third Circuit.
Those are felony charges, Judge.
Yeah.
The UDAA is definitely a felony charge.
Yeah.
Right. And stolen property in excess of $20,000 is a felony charge as well.
Yeah.
And so there was supposed to be a conversation with the prosecuting attorney to see if they would take her into mental health court with respect to Third Circuit, because she doesn't have any 36th District Court charges, or if they would be charging her with something that would be under our jurisdiction. So has that happened?
No, Your Honor, I don't believe that has happened, but I can get in touch with the prosecutor.
All right, because otherwise my hands are tied. I don't have any jurisdiction. If she's charged with felonies, I don't have any jurisdiction. She would have to have a companion 36th District Court case. Okay. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, do you differ in the court's conclusion?
No, Judge, I would agree with the court's conclusions. If those are two felony charges, they should be in Third Circuit, and 36th District would not have jurisdiction over the felony charges.
All right. Yes, I thought that they were going to have a corresponding, at least that's what I was told yesterday. So, Mr. Curtis, my apologies to you. That's not a reflection on you. That's information that was communicated to me. And so what's going to happen is at the Wayne County Jail, I don't know if you all can hear me, is that she's going to have to get on the docket of the judge at Third Circuit. And if Third Circuit decides to plead her down to something at 36th District Court, then we may be able to help her with our mental health court.
Okay, yes, Your Honor, and I just ran her name in JIS, so I do see some pending misdemeanor cases for her.
She does have some 36th District Court cases.
Yes, she does. Mhm.
All right, maybe that's what they were communicating to me. I thought it was the current charges. There was a 36th District. All right, very good. And so, Mr. Curtis, what would be your recommendation at this point? Miss Gardner is at the jail and we need to get her some assistance. But right now, I don't know what that assistance looks like. So should I be ordering a psychiatric evaluation and a competency? And because she's not, has she pled guilty to anything at 36th District Court?
No, she has not.
All right, she has not. All right. And so I need to order those examinations at this time. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fike, as usually our mental health court attorneys would handle getting those orders. You may want to reach out because I don't want you to recreate the will to Mr. Griffin or Mr. Barton, but I need to get the order to order a competency as well as a psychiatric evaluation, and that should be performed while she's at the Wayne County Jail. And so I'm going to ask the deputy that's at the county.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is everything okay with Miss Gardner?
She wants to speak to you, Your Honor, so I told her to raise her hand.
Oh, okay, wonderful. You understand that we're going to be sending over an order requesting competency as well as a psychiatric evaluation?
What you say, ma'am? What you
No,
say?
no, I'm talking to the deputy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Miss Gardner, let me have you state your name for me.
Santi Sharice Gardner.
All right.
I want to go to a group home, ma'am.
Okay, all right, Miss Gardner, we are going to do everything we.
You gotta let her talk. You gotta let her talk. Let her talk.
All right, Miss Gardner, we're going to do, thank you, Deputy. We're going to do everything we can to help you, but there are some examinations that I need to have take place so that I can determine whether or not you are eligible to go to a group home, okay?
How long will that be?
I don't know how long it takes. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you that. I don't know how long.
She said she doesn't know.
All right. And so, Mr. Curtis, and for the attorneys, and you may want to just reach out to Mr. Griffin. I think he has been the one that's usually been doing these orders. Mr. Curtis, reach out and see if he can just do it. That would be great, but I need to get that ASAP so that we don't keep her at the Wayne County Jail any longer than we have to. Miss Mack, have you been able to run Miss Gardner so we can get the case numbers for 36th District Court, or Mr. Griffin? Do you have them? Somebody has them?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah.
All right, can you read those? And who are they assigned to?
She would be assigned to Judge Perkins.
Are they all in warrant status?
No, ma'am, they're in pending status.
Oh, they're recent charges. All right, very good. I'll reach out to Judge Perkins, but I need you to put those matters on my docket for now. And so if you could, if someone could read those case numbers into the record, because when I bring her back, I need to make sure I have some cases that I have authority on, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's put those case numbers on the record. I'm ready.
Okay.
You want me to read them? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Curtis.
Okay. So for the first case, case number U29266-307, Case number U39.
What's the charge? What's the charge?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay.
It's a bill no pay, Your Honor, that she
Yeah.
like left a restaurant or hotel or something, and didn't pay a bill.
Okay, very good. Continue.
Case number U39535908. And the charge is again, bill no pay. And case number 15044140001. And that's one count. I'm sorry, retail, yes, count one, retail fraud, second degree. I believe, Your Honor, that is all of her charges.
All right, very good. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll sign the order for competency because those matters are all pending for competency as well as for a psychiatric evaluation. I'm going to bring this matter back. Mr. Curtis, I think I should bring it back in let's say 2 weeks on a Wednesday to see where we are with getting those exams done. And so 2 weeks, we'll bring it back. That doesn't mean that it'll be resolved. I'm just bringing it back. That would be on February 2nd, 2022, and that would be at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Any questions from the jail?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Please mark her, and I'll make sure that it's on my order that she's a candidate for mental health court and that we need her to get mental health services while she's there, okay?
Judge, she does have a court date with Judge Bryant on February the 1st, 2022 for the retail fraud.
Retail fraud,
Yeah.
okay. And she should keep that date
Okay.
for Judge Bryant. And I'm certain that Judge Bryant and I will communicate and we'll be all set with respect to what I'm trying to do. Okay? All right, very good. If nothing else, I'll see you in 2 weeks, Ms. Gardner. Take care of yourself. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Be safe, ma'am.
Okay, you as well.
All right. Let's keep going. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. I appreciate you and the staff, Ms.
Right.
Griffith.
Thank you.
All right. Let's keep going. I am going to go to Cody Hannah. I have the following for Mr. Hannah. I need 1 second, please. Sorry. I am ready. Let's go, Mr. Hannah. Thank you for your patience. I've been sitting in this spot for a while, so I needed to get up for 1 second. All right, here we go. I have the following for Cody Jack Hannah, U563096620, U563099920, U563131120, U563134420. Somebody needs to mute their device. U563. Somebody needs to mute their device while I'm putting the case numbers on. U563136620, U563141120, U563149220, U563152020, U575842020, U575999320, and U5811792. Mr. Hannah, I'm going to ask you to unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Cody Jack Hannah.
All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Hannah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you this morning?
I feel great.
Good. You feel great.
I went yesterday and no more prescriptions. Got the shot and I feel like $1 million. I swear to God, I do.
Mr. Hannah, I'm loving it. Very good.
Definitely.
And I'm loving it because you love it, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was a game changer,
Very good.
I mean, just with the physical aspect of it. I mean, everything, I feel great. My sleep has been better. I got back on my sleeping medication. I mean, everything's been great, I mean, now that I feel the way that I feel, I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't take back what I did to get, to get where I'm at. Cause I've had a lot of time to think. I've been reading a lot. So, I'm all right. I ain't hurting.
All right. Very good. What have you learned since the last time I've seen you?
That, and this is a major thing, that my gratitude and my lack of responsibility and my gratitude is the reason that I relapse. It's only when I get ungrateful for my situation and then I start lacking my responsibilities is when I use. I got a great job, good income, got my license, no worries, money in the bank, but it's only when I get ungrateful and then I get greedy is when I want to start using again. So, I mean, really, I just been trying to keep my spirituality up and, I'm about to get off this restriction soon that you put me on and I still have my job and staying prayed up, really,
All right, Mr. Hannah, I'm glad that you're in a better place. That makes me very, very happy and grateful because that I know you have great potential. And so I tap into that and do it. I do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I spent more time cleaning your courtroom than I have getting high. So, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. Like I said, I wouldn't take back the situation if I could right now. I wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm glad you hung in there with us, Mr. Hannah. I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
I am.
I'm not hurting for nothing, bank account's all right. Sitting in here eating and getting my strength back. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like I said, I wouldn't take it back.
All right. Are they treating you well there?
Oh yeah. We're tied in. Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Williams had to step out because, he had COVID and then there's a little situation in here where I guess a couple of cats had got it. So they got quarantined off, but God did his thing and I ain't catch it. And, I've been, because what I do for work, I've been had the vaccine, been had the booster. So, I got a strong immune system. So I wasn't worried about it. And plus I sleep with this mask on.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't caught. Listen, I did a lot of things, but COVID ain't me, period.
There you go. All right, Mr. Hannah, you look good. You sound good.
There ain't no haircuts in here, but you know how that goes,
That's okay. You still look good. You still look.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Let me hear. Go ahead.
No, I just had 2 questions, Your Honor. So you said it was a 3-week restriction. So I get off the 26th, so I can actually go back to work. Is that the correct date? If I'm asking right.
So I don't have the correct date. Ms. Cleveland would be able to fill you in on that. But I know that I did 30 days less the 7 days that
Yeah.
you had done, when you first got there.
Yeah, and then plus the additional 3 weeks, which I'm almost done with. I think, yeah, I'll talk to her, but okay.
Yes, talk to Ms. Cleveland. And so once those
Definitely.
restrictions are lifted, the court
Yep.
restrictions, of course, there are still guidelines you have to follow there. Okay? I
Oh,
don't
for
see
sure. Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, yeah.
very
Yeah,
good. Get with
definitely.
Ms. Cleveland. Okay?
Yep,
All right.
absolutely.
You had another question for me?
No. That was just it.
Okay. Ms. Cleveland?
Mhm.
Your Honor, I'm going to briefly speak on that, just very briefly, so Mr. Hannah and the court is aware. He is scheduled for restriction based on the current order through the 27th. I'm going to be talking to Counselor Williams to get the update on his progress. I am waiting. We're pending some urine screen results, so we want to check that as well, because we know that Mr. Hannah entered that program under a certain condition, and we want to make sure that condition is clear before. I'm just going to recommend it, Your Honor, to lift the restrictions. So that condition all of those have to be reconciled. I don't know if that is clear or not, but we just want to make sure when you do return off your restriction to working, there will be nothing in your system. So I have to talk to Mr. Counselor Williams about that.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely, Tassi. By the way, I have within the last 2 weeks, the only time going on 3 weeks, is that the only time I have left was for my 2 medical appointments at the new clinic I've been going to. And by the way, I signed a release of information, and I did 2 urine analysis within the last 2 weeks. So besides the one that, besides the 2 that I had when I came in here, and I was obviously under the influence, but since then my system has been clean for only the shot that I have and my sleeping medicine. But other than that, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to have a discussion with Mr. Counselor Williams, and I will make sure I update the drug treatment court team, including Judge Holmes. And then we'll let you know, but it looks like you're on track. I know we've had discussions. I'm glad to hear that. I'm waiting for a progress report as well. So, if everything is good, you should have no issue with that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Wonderful. Anything else, Ms. Cleveland?
No, Your Honor, he's calling me when he needs me, and I'm glad to hear that. And I'm here for him, and the court is here for him. So, just keep in touch with me, Mr. Hannah, and everything's going to work out okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Hannah?
No, Judge. Nothing
else? All right. If nothing else, Ms. Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Hannah?
Your Honor, his next court date, I'm going to ask if he can come back via Zoom on February 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. And that is barring there's no other things to report, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Hannah?
Yeah, February 3rd at 8:30.
At 8:30. Mr. Hannah, I'm very proud of you. Thank you for working the program. You owe it to yourself and you deserve it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'm going to go to Mr. Centino. And then I'm going to do the new intake. And we should be wrapping up with the last 2 matters after that. All right, Mr. Centino, can you unmute for me?
I'm here.
All right, good morning. I have case number Z8082541. State your full name for me, Mr. Centino.
Manuel Aaron Centeno.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm at work.
You're at work. Okay, you gotta let Miss Cleveland know so we can make sure we're not holding you up longer than we have to. And you have to get on, okay?
All right.
All right, and let us know if there's because you're new, you should be hearing some of the things that are going on with other people. That's very important so that, you can learn from some of their mistakes and also learn from some of their victories, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so how are you doing overall, Mr. Centino?
Good.
You're doing good. Tell me what that means to you. What are you doing good at?
It means that I'm staying in the best of terms and with my wife, my family life. It's great. I'm back on calling my mom on a regular basis. And
Good.
my family too, which I know that I should have been doing for a long time, calling and keeping up with them on a regular basis like I did before. And work is going great. So pretty
Okay,
good.
now, go ahead. I'm sorry, I thought I cut you off. Did I cut you off?
No, I was just saying that the other things at work is going great.
They're
Great,
going
amazing
great?
things are happening at work, and I'm blessed. I'm really blessed in so many ways.
All right, very good, very good. What are you doing to stay, that you think is keeping you on track?
Long hours of work. I'm in my wife's company most of the time, or all the time, pretty much.
Okay.
Except for right now. Then I'm at work, or that I'm a reader, so
Yes.
I'm keeping up with a couple of books, and that's it. Staying balanced mentally, and keeping up with my daily AA meetings online.
Okay.
Taking notes on that, keeping a journal on that. I'm learning a lot on these AA meetings. A lot of
Look at
things,
you.
good and bad. I mean, some people are not having it as bad as I did, and some people really have had it bad. But they're there, trying to come back.
Okay, very good. Tell me something you've learned. I'm glad to hear you journaling. All of those good
I heard this
things.
guy say, in his own words, he said, stay true to your spiritual principles, and then mental and emotional balance will follow.
That's wonderful. Stay true to your spiritual principles. And
The
mental.
mental and emotional balance will follow.
That's good.
This was a guy in his 80s who said that.
Oh, wow. So he's seen some things, right? Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Look, you look like you're doing well. I'm glad we're in a better place. I'm going to hear from Miss Cleveland. Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, he's doing very well. He had one hiccup, but I'm going to explain.
Okay.
He contacted me on the Martin Luther King Day break because he missed his screen. He missed his screen because the bus never showed up. I was not able to make call him back because we were off work that day. So I apologize, Your Honor. I apologize to Mr. Centeno because he was kind of, nervous about that. But he does wear that device, Your Honor. There's no alerts on the device. Sorry about that. And his subsequent screens for the last few subsequent screens have all been negative, Your Honor. So he did miss that one time, but he admitted it. He talked to me about it. He tried to contact me. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I could not call him back.
Okay, all right. So I'm not going to issue a sanction for that, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. We want to encourage Mr. Centeno to stay on track. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
So Ms. Cleveland, thank you for sharing that. All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Centeno?
No, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Centeno, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right.
They're going smooth so far.
All right, very good, very good. And since things are going smooth, Ms. Cleveland, for his next hearing, let's get a time that's good for him so he doesn't have to sit and miss so much of work. But I do think it's good for them to hear from each other. But let's see if we can work with them. Okay, Ms. Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor. Tentatively, the actual date would be February 3rd, 2022. But the tentative time would be 8:30, and then if it's okay, I would update your courtroom if he needs a time during his break or at lunch or something like that, Your Honor.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Does that sound good to you, Mr. Centeno?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Then I will see you on February 3rd. We'll put you down for 8:30, but get with Miss Cleveland. Okay?
I will.
All right, very good. I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
You too, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we are ready to do the intake. Are we ready? If not, I'll keep going. Are we ready on the
I'm
intake?
here. Marcus Aubrey is here.
All right, we're ready. All right, very good. Give me a second. Let me just do that. And I am going to place the case number on the record. I have case number 210-611-8501. Counsel, your appearance.
May it please the court, I'm Ezra Goldman. I appear on behalf of Mr. Aubrey.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you, counsel. Thank you for your patience.
Good morning.
With respect to new people coming into the program, generally, I don't do them up front. I want them to sit with us, see how court goes, what to expect, get to know a little bit about me, a little bit more about the program, the case managers, and that all falls within best practices. So thank you for your patience this morning.
My pleasure.
All right.
It's easier by Zoom.
Yes, it is. Trust me, it is. All right. Mr. Aubrey, I'm going to have you state your full name for the record, please.
Marcus Lane Aubrey.
All right. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for being with us on this morning. I hope you've been attentive, and I hope you've learned some things, or at least had some moments where it's like, oh, I didn't know that, since you've been with us on this morning. Okay. All right. Very good. Mr. Aubrey.
Ma'am?
Who's presenting? The case manager.
I'll be presenting, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it.
Good morning, Your Honor. Before the court, we have Mr. Marcus Aubrey. He is a transfer case from a referral from Judge Bryant. He is a 58-year-old married African-American male. He's an Army veteran. He does have a charge of OWVI. Second, his highest level of education is college. He's currently employed at Stellantis, formerly known as Chrysler. He reports no children. He reports that he does not have a valid driver's license. He does report that he is willing to participate in Veterans Treatment Court. He does report having a substance abuse challenge. He is connected to testing with the Southfield location for ATS. His screenings have been negative. He's been set up for 2 times a week. He has completed the substance abuse evaluation as well as the Needs Plus. He's been referred to Mr. Kushiri for a clinical assessment to determine his risk and needs level. That has not yet been completed at this time. He does identify that his support system is his wife. He'll be assigned to Mr. Parker as his mentor. And I'm here today, Your Honor, to make a recommendation for him to enter into our Veterans Treatment Court program today.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. Counsel, is there anything you'd like me to know about your client on this morning?
Yes, Your Honor. Kind of interesting. Mr. Aubrey is a bit disappointed in himself because he used to be the person that gives the instruction on the evils of alcohol, and he ran the meetings in his workplace. Okay. So he kind of feels like he has fallen farther than some of the others may have. So after his previous offense, he committed to sobriety and he maintained it for a long time. And for some personal reasons, he fell off. And he has heard and said many of the things that we have gone through today. So Mr. Aubrey is willing to do. He's 100% committed. He was committed before he committed this offense. He's 100% committed to maintaining sobriety. He understands all the benefits and how his life is better and how he is, responsible person at work as opposed to a less responsible person than he could be if he was under the influence of alcohol. So he gets it in a new way, but he must be in this program in order to get it done, and maybe he can be a help to others as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, counsel, because one of the things that I believe is helpful to people, first of all, to realize that, wait a minute, I've made a mess, but also to recognize that even though I've made a mess, I don't have to stay there. I can recover from it, I can learn from it, and I can help somebody else. And so that's what I'm hoping, at least that's what I'm hearing from you, that Mr. O'Brien is willing to do. So thank you for having him come on today. Thank you for joining him on today. And so with that, Mr. O'Brien, I'd like to hear from you. Tell me why you'd like to do the program.
Yes, Your Honor. I was 10 years uninterrupted sober. I held the position of chairman treatment facility for Livingston County. Worked basically out of Brighton Hospital. I set up policies, AA policies. I have had a couple of thousand trusted servants I looked after in various meetings. I am so guilty. I am so embarrassed. I let a lot of people down. I've assisted people at Ford, GM, and Chrysler. They're still coming up to me and asking for help. And, I feel I can't do anything. I gave since COVID, a lot of the usage has risen a great deal.
Yes, yes.
And people have been committing suicides, overdosing, and a lot of good friends of mine. And I was feeding a lot of people that I didn't feed myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave up. And I'm sorry for that. And I offer that to the court.
Go ahead.
I'm going to get back on my feet, but I'm going to get back in the position I was in stronger than I was before. Because, and I preach this, like I said, I teach this, that relapse is a part of recovery.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely.
I just didn't imagine it happening to me.
Yes.
And so that's the hard part. But the most hardest for me to deal with other people who I let down.
Okay. So, Mr. O'Brien, you've said that a couple of times, and I just want to tell you, first of all, when you said embarrassed, I believe that there is something called healthy embarrassment. That embarrassment that because we know that we can do better and we didn't. And also healthy embarrassment to me is that when I mess up and I'm able to now be an example and help someone else. Sometimes in our mess, we make the perfect teachers. It's hard for somebody to tell me how to bake a cake and you've never been in the kitchen before. And so if somebody's going to tell me how to bake a cake, I'm looking for somebody who's been in there with just one egg and a handful of flour and can tell me, okay, this is the stuff you need to do in order if we might have to bake a miniature cake or what have you. I want somebody with some experience that can understand and relate to what I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing. And so I want to encourage you today that even though you have fallen, and you'll hear this a number of times in this program, it's not how you fall, it's whether or not you get back up. And that's what we're going to be here to do, to help you get back up, to help you get back on your feet, and to help you make a difference and hopefully help somebody else. And so I am glad that you are here. Of course, the circumstances, not good circumstances, but somebody said it earlier. They have found some good out of all of this. And that's what I hope that you will do. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, keep your mind open, and find some good in all of this. Because even in our worst experiences, there are some good things that we learn from them. Even with COVID, there are some good things that I've learned in COVID and some good habits that I've developed and some other things that I've learned I need to let go and do differently. So you can find something good in this, and something good can come out of it, and it will. I just need your commitment that you're going to work the program. Do I have that commitment?
Yes, 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 Your Honor, no problem, yes.
Wonderful. I'm so glad I have your commitment. I will tell you, you have our commitment to help you to do everything that you need to do to successfully complete this program. And it's not just about completion, it's about putting you on a path of recovery for a lifetime. And we realize that recovery does not mean perfection, because none of us are perfect, but we plan to give you and equip you with all of the tools to help you to be in recovery for a lifetime. And so you acknowledge that you have an issue with alcohol, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so you are already on that path, sir. And so we welcome you into our program. You are a veteran. You served in the Army. What did you do in the Army?
I was a 75 Charlie Personnel Management Specialist.
Yes, sir. All right. Very good. Very good. And so we thank you for your service. We thank you for your commitment to this country and your commitment to us. And so what we ask you to do now is to allow us to serve you, because you deserve that. You've sacrificed a lot, and you deserve the sacrifice of us helping you. And so we're excited about receiving you in our program. And unless you have some questions, I know Ms. Robs has acclimated you to how this program works. And I'm sure you all will circle back, if not today, tomorrow, so that you can hit the ground running. Our Veterans Treatment Court takes place on Tuesdays. And so you'll join us on Tuesdays. I do the veterans first at 8:30 a.m. You all have your separate docket. And so you'll get to meet some other individuals. You'll get paired up with a great mentor, Mr. Parker. And so look forward to that as well. And so I do have to ask for your attorney. Did you take the time to determine whether or not your client is eligible to participate in our Veterans Treatment Court pursuant to Michigan law?
Ms. Robs and I actually spent maybe 20 minutes going over things in the record. There was something that was a mistake in the record that we had to correct, and something that was not actually him. But bottom line, yes, he is eligible.
All right, wonderful, very good. And Ms. Robs, did you take the opportunity to determine whether or not Mr. O'Brien, if he is or if he's ever been a violent offender, and whether or not he is a substantial threat to the public?
Yes, Your Honor. According to the lien, he is not a violent offender, and he is not a substantial risk to the public.
All right, very good. Then he meets the qualifications. I have his commitment. And so I need everyone first to join me in thanking Mr. O'Brien for his service to this country, and therefore his service to us. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. We will always appreciate you for your service. All right. Are there any questions from council or from Mr. O'Brien?
I have one question about, I received a letter from the Secretary of State. My license was suspended from the December 5th to January 3rd, but now it's placed no restriction from the January 4th, 22 to June 2nd, 22. I have here, it's like a temporary driver's license. I don't know, do I still go down to the Secretary of State, or will this be proof as my restricted driver's license?
All right, and so I'm going to rely on your counsel to advise you, but what I will tell you is that you've got to have a driver's license in order to drive. And so let your attorney look at your paperwork, and counsel, you can advise him if that is enough for him to be able to drive with. But, you know, I'm going to say you need to have a driver's license.
Yes, I forgot about it, and I just remembered, and I forgot to speak to him about it. So that's, I brought it up.
Your Honor, I do have one question, and there's a degree of temptation to not bring it up, but it's the elephant in the room that's on paper, but not actually in the room. I think I'd be remiss not to talk about it. Part of our plea agreement from the prosecutor required a certain minimum jail period. So I would like to ask the court to consider alternatives to that.
I'm sorry, Attorney Goldman, I hate to interrupt you, but I was not aware of that. Ms. Robbs, this is a case that is coming from Third Circuit, is that correct?
It's coming from Judge Bryant, Your Honor.
And Judge Bryant gave you did say that, that's why that went over my head, the mandatory jail time. Did Judge Bryant give a mandatory jail time?
Your Honor, she didn't give a mandatory jail time. She wanted to leave that in your hands, Your Honor, to determine how that would pan out for him. But she did make some recommendations that I know Attorney Goldman had planned on discussing on this morning.
So, Your Honor, if I can clear up for the court a little bit, this was originally charged as a felony. So the prosecutor agreed to reduce it to a misdemeanor with the agreement that Mr. O'Brien would go into veterans or sobriety court, and there would be a certain period of some type of confinement. It's not like the statute that requires 30 days in jail. It's just part of our plea agreement. So I first of all, I think it's important to bring it up to the court because, you know.
Counsel, I'm still not clear.
Okay.
And pardon me that I'm not. So I want to make sure that I have clarification. Did Judge Bryant, in accepting his plea, indicate mandatory jail time?
Judge Bryant said she would indicate in the file that even though there is an agreement for some type of incarceration, that she would be fine with alternatives to actually sitting in the jail. And as I started to tell her that I don't know that Mr. O'Brien's employment would grant him 30 days off, and he's recently married to a young woman from Africa, and he's concerned that she doesn't really understand how things work well enough to be without him for the 30 days. And in line of what we've heard all morning, I think that might be bringing him down when we're trying to bring him up.
Right, but counsel, here's my, and I wish that, and I mean, with a funeral home at 12 o'clock noon, and I was getting hit with this at 11:35. I wish I had known this. Thank you, Ms. Mack. Send me the ROA. Counsel, usually when a person is charged with a felony and then they plead down, there is mandatory jail time, okay? And what I want to make sure, and I understand all of these things exist, I understand that. But what I have to make sure is that I'm sending the correct message that is in line with what the legislation says and what the agreement was with the expectation of the judge that referred, so that I'm not creating a hazard for the public. I understand he has all of these issues. I have people that come to me all the time with felonies. They go to jail for 45 days. So I'm going to need some clarification on this. And Mr. Griffin, I don't know if you had something.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, Judge. It says per plea agreement must serve 30 to 90 days Wayne County Jail, work release, or house arrest if applicable. But it does say plea agreement must serve 30 to 90 days in Wayne County Jail.
There you go. And so, all right, there you go.
So that's, all right. Your Honor, I'd like the court to consider the other two options that Mr. Griffin just mentioned, that there is, I don't believe the jail is doing work release because of COVID right now.
No, they're not. They're not.
If home confinement, a tether, something along those lines that would allow him to keep what he's built through these years. It's not like the statutory 30 days, which a tether may not suffice for. So I think the court has, broad discretion here with the alternatives to jail. And of course, I know from what I've heard this morning, I don't have to tell the court this, but COVID is rampant in the jail, and there's anecdotal information that the Omicron variant is not as dangerous as the Delta, what have you, but it hits each person differently. It depends on your condition and your age and what have you. And to put a person at health risk and possibly risk of death because of the current situation in the jail right now doesn't seem to be what anybody intended. So I would ask the court if it can consider perhaps a teller that will allow Mr. Obrey to maintain.
All right, Ms. Rouse, what is your recommendation based on the information that you received from Judge Bryant, as well as the information that I'm sure in your interviewing or talking with Mr. Obrey, is he a candidate to be on house arrest?
Your Honor, based on my interactions with Mr. Obrey and his compliance, he's been in full compliance, Your Honor. Anything that I've requested of him, he's complied with. He's set up again with testing at ATS, as well as, and he's been doing that twice a week consistently. He does work. He does seem to be serious, Your Honor, about, coming into the Veterans Treatment Program. And I'm in agreement with the recommendation of Attorney Goldman, Your Honor, for a tether, if that is possible, for him to maintain his employment. And as well as, Your Honor, he is engaged in mental health counseling in Southfield. So I do think that that would be something that will work well for him at this time, Your Honor.
All right, that'll work for me. I'll go with that recommendation. Thank you, Ms. Robbs. We will place Mr. Obrey on house arrest tether. That's with Mr. Joel. And so, Ms. Robbs, if you could coordinate that happening today, and that house arrest tether will be for and I'm sorry, Ms. Robbs, what was the amount of time that was recommended? Did it say 45 to 60 days?
For the jail time, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
It was 30 days, Your Honor.
It said 30?
If I'm not mistaken, it's 30 days.
I think it might have said 30 to 60, but a range. It was a range.
30 to 60?
Actually, Your Honor, I have it here. It's 30 to 90 days in jail.
30 to 90.
Okay.
Possibility of work release.
All right, very good. And so I am going to do right now what I'll do, Ms. Robbs, unless you have a different recommendation. I am looking at the 45 days of house arrest. Do you have a different recommendation, Ms. Robbs?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then we're gonna go with 45 days. And it'll start tomorrow, but we wanna get his tether on for today. So get with Mr. Joel and let's get him tethered today. All right, thank you for clearing that up. And I did, Ms. Robbs, to your credit, I know you sent it to me in the emails. I read a lot of emails, y'all, every single day, every single night. And I'm good, I'm just not that good. You jarred my memory when you said you sent it in an email. I read it, and really, I thought this was a client. It was somebody, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey had sent me some information for an intake that he has coming up. And so, yeah, my apologies, but, and we'll talk about that later. So I just want to make sure you know I'm not crediting that to you. It's just I read a lot, and a whole lot. All right,
Thank you.
very good. And thank you, counsel, for not letting us get out of the session without addressing that particular issue. I appreciate it, okay?
It would have blown back on me one day, Your Honor.
It would have, and it wouldn't have been a good blowback either. All right, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Obrey, you'll connect with Ms. Robbs today. You'll get your information, you hit the ground running. I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks. It'll be on, until I get the clinical assessment, it will be by way of Zoom. And so Ms. Robbs, what would that return to court date be?
Your Honor, with February 1st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Obrey?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so with that, we welcome you into our specialty court program. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Counsel, I will let you know, Mr. Obrey is always at liberty to bring his own attorney. We do have 2 attorneys that are assigned to our courtroom, defense attorneys that are assigned to us. Again, but if you want to show up with them, that's totally up to you all. But I just want to let you know that, okay?
I appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you all. Thank you for your patience this morning. All right. Let's keep going. I have Miss Walker. Is Miss Walker still on? Chantel Walker? Uh-oh, or did I do Miss Walker? Nope, I didn't do Chantel Walker. Is she on?
Yes, I'm on.
I gotta put your video back on. You were moving around quite a bit. There you go. I know you were trying to take care of business. All right.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take my daughter to school, and I had an appointment this morning. Sorry about that.
You good now?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Let me call your case, Miss Walker. I have case number Z8060361. State your full name for me.
Chantel Walker.
All right, Miss Walker, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing much better, Miss Walker. I am.
That's
All
good.
right. You've been I see you have some new glasses on today. I see you.
Yeah, I like this frame better. The other ones make me look like a granny.
Oh, those are cute. I don't know about no granny I am granny though, but those are
Thank
so
you.
nice on you. They are.
Thank you.
You've been working your program, Miss Walker?
Yes. Yes,
All
I
right.
have.
You having any issues?
No.
No
Everything's
issues?
going fine.
All right, tell me. Go ahead.
I want to go back to school for phlebotomy. Like I started back in 2008, and I just talked to Mr. Griffin last week or so. But I started for like three months, and then they kicked me out because I had that DUI, and they told me I need to get that expunged. So it's been over 7 years. So I know it should have been off my record, but they kicked me out. So I have to take care of that now in order to go to school to get in the medical field. So I was asking him about that. How do I go about, trying to get that expunged off my record?
All right, this is what I'm going to do. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, can you all speak with her and give her direction on with respect to something that's been on her record for 7 years?
Yes, Judge. We'll talk to her.
All right, so let's do that. We won't resolve it today on the record, but if you could do that, that would be great. All right, I'm so glad you want to go back to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've just been working the program. I've been answering calls for different clients. I told you I was working from home, taking calls, and that's it. And my kids are doing great. They're back in school. Everyone is, doing fine. We're COVID free over here.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah, everything's going good.
All right, tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I've learned to be patient and to take it one day at a time. Because I get anxious a lot. So
okay. All right.
I just learned to take my time, be patient,
All right. Very good. What do you need us to help you with other than to clear up and talk about that past charge on your record? What do you need us to do to help you to stay on track?
Nothing. Everything's going good.
It's going good. All right. Very good, Mr. Griffin.
Let me hold up. Yeah, I was trying to look the case up, Your Honor. She did speak to me about that. So once I look it up and locate it, you said it's from what court, Ms. Walker?
Allen Park.
It's from Allen Park. Okay. I will get that pulled up and send it over to Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed and see if there's anything we can help her out with. She did reach out to me. She was a little disappointed, so I just told her, we'll try to see what we can do because I think it is an older case, and we'll see what we can do to help her out. But other than that, Your Honor, Ms. Walker is in phase 3 of the program. She's in compliance. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. She's still testing twice a week, no problems with testing. So she's kind of in a maintenance phase. She's been in phase 3 for 59 days now. So she's doing really well, but I really would like to see her go back to school because that was one of her goals. She did get her GED, but one of her goals was to complete this. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to help her out with that. So I'm looking it up now. So once I pull it, I'll send it to the attorneys, and then they'll come back to me, and I'll let you know if there's anything we can help you out with.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Walker?
No,
No,
Judge.
Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Walker, do you have any questions?
No.
No questions? All right, it's good to see you today. Thank you for your patience. I know it's been a long morning. I'm
Good
going
to see you too.
All right. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, Mr. Griffin. What's next for Ms. Walker?
Ms. Walker is in phase 2 of the program yada. She'll be coming back for a face-to-face on February the 17th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. But I'll talk to you probably a little later this afternoon, Ms. Walker.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Take care, Ms. Walker.
Okay, you too, Judge Holmes. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. Let's go to Ms. Hoffman, and then team, I'm gonna need to make a transition and finish up in order to finish up. In order to finish up the remainder of the docket. And so let's go to Ms. Hoffman. I have the following for Ms. Hoffman. I have case numbers Z8073211, case number Z8081061. Ms. Hoffman, state your full name for me.
Holly Hoffman.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Hoffman.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday. Clean so you've been sitting on court. You got in so late, ma'am.
I was here. I was just these kids drive me nuts, I swear.
Oh yeah, that's sometimes that's good. Keep us out of trouble. There we go. All right, Ms. Hoffman, how are you doing?
Good. I connected with the guidance center. I had a session yesterday, and I have a appointment for the psychiatrist in a couple weeks.
All right, very good, very good. And are you looking forward to getting maybe some assistance that you might need?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be good to, just have it all just come together.
Yes, very good. No issues with testing, Ms. Hoffman?
No, I should be getting my results hopefully today for my negative COVID screening. I know you sound better and you look better.
Yeah, I feel better. Yes, ma'am.
Feels
Yes,
better
ma'am.
to get over it.
Yes, it does. It definitely does. All right. And so is there anything that you need us to help you with?
No.
Okay. All right. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
I really just learned to just like, even though sometimes it just feels like everything is just like so hard and like so heavy, just like if you go at every day with like a really positive attitude, even if it's like the hardest thing for you to do, like it's gonna get you somewhere throughout the day, throughout your life.
Yes, it will. Definitely will. Definitely will. All right. Ms. Cleveland, what do you have from Ms. Hoffman?
Just quickly, Your Honor, she is reporting accurately. I am waiting for that negative test to report to you that she is negative. She's suspended from testing at JAMS right now. She's been on suspension probably for about 2 weeks. So her test results should be in hopefully today. Your Honor, she is wearing her device. We have gotten no alerts on her device. So she's staying compliant. Your Honor, and she did, according to your court's orders, the last time she was in, she reconnected with the guidance center. I had a talk with Miss Yolanda Bruce, who is their supervisor over there. Miss Bruce and I and Miss Hoffman, I think based on all of our conversations, we are on a good path of understanding what is expected from the facility as well as from the client. So I think that's been very helpful, and I'm looking forward to her, her progress reports from there.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other teammates as to Ms. Hoffman?
No, Judge.
No, Judge.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Ms. Hoffman, do you have any questions?
No.
No questions? All right, Miss, I'm very glad that you're doing well. I'm very, very glad you're doing well. I am. All right, Miss Cleveland, What do you have for her?
Your Honor, she is in phase 1 still, and she would be returning via Zoom February 3rd, 2022 at 8:30 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Hoffman?
Yes.
All right, and if you have been quarantined your 14 days, I need you to go test,
Yeah.
okay? Yes?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, all right, very good. So Ms. Cleveland, if she's been quarantined 14 days, I need her to go test today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I want you to have a wonderful birthday. Be
Thank
good
you.
to yourself, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Happy
All
birthday.
right. Happy birthday, yes. All right, very good. Okay, you all, I need to get on another device. I have a couple of cases that I need to call. I think it's just Mr. Todd. Where's Mr. Todd? Is he up for today? Uh-oh, you're muted, Mr. Griffin.
No, he shouldn't be on for today. I just actually,
We just saw Mr. Todd.
yeah, we just saw Mr. Todd.
Wants to come back.
Let me look right quick.
All right, and then there was a Mr. Anderson that was on who needed to adjourn to pay. I've got to be out at the cemetery in 6 minutes. And so I'm gonna have to get on. No, sir, you can't come in my courtroom with your hat on. I'm sorry. I'm going to log in on another device. I need about 3 minutes and then I'll be ready. Thank you.
Your Honor, Martell Todd is scheduled to come back January the 31st for a face-to-face at 10:30 a.m. He was just here on Monday.
Thank you, Ms. Mack. Please make that correction to the docket for me. And then, well, let's see if I can wrap up. I'm gonna be late. Valerie Anderson, she was an adjourn to pay? Did she get things paid?
No, ma'am.
She did not. All right. And so what I'm going to do is reinstate the original charge. And then we'll do the capias.
Okay.
All right, very good. And then that capias amount, let's just do it at $50. No, I'm sorry, what does she owe?
$210, Judge.
$1,000 cash or surety. And then for Timothy Anderson, well, he's not on, so I can't help him. Is Timothy Anderson still on?
Yes, I'm still on.
Turn your camera on, sir.
It said I do the host video.
Sir, take your hat off and turn your camera on. That's why you turned off your video. Okay, thank you so much. Case number SP 119-821-51 for Timothy Anderson. Sir, state your name.
Timothy Anderson.
All right, you were supposed to pay on today. What happened? Did you pay?
Yes, not yet. I could come up with $50 today, and I was trying to see can I come up with the rest on the first.
All right, sir, thank you for coming today. I'm going to adjourn you out to pay. I'll give you until February 3rd, 2022 to get it all paid. And if you don't get it paid that time, then you're gonna be out of luck, sir.
Okay, thank you too.
All right, thank you for coming. All right, I
You're
believe that covers the whole docket with only one capias. Did I miss anything? All right, on tomorrow, team, on tomorrow, I need you all